He's a stupid dog. He is a boy dog and doing what a boy dog does. Better be good. I'll sell you for some shrimp. Say I won't. Yes, dude. Get some chips. You fat llama. Get some chips. Chips. Look at him, y'all. You want some chips. So fat. So fat. All you do is eat all day. Here, man. Get some chips. He likes potato chips. Oh man. Mm. Hello, people. Well, I know it's crazy. I just got off a live stream, so bro, that was exactly 6 hours. As soon as I stopped it, it was like 6 hours and 20 seconds. I was like, dang, bro, right at the 6 hour mark. Literally 6 hour stream, dude. It didn't even feel like it because I'm so used to doing music. I'm sitting there all day, man, just putting stuff together. I made like a little small mix, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like um everything that I was playing went with it. That's why I said I was gonna actually play stuff individually, you know what I'm saying? But I kept saying, I said, nah, this to go with it, man. This to go with that. See, that's what I'm saying. Part of the creative vibe again that I'm talking about today. The don't be a spectator, but be a creator. And I said, see, I'm not spectating, I'm creating, you feel me? So like I'm looking for you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just let me get you the bottle. That stuff was neat though, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love to create. Because look at all the fun you get to have with it, you know what I'm saying? Doing a great thing, man. You're doing your gift and you get to have fun on top of it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm real big on just, you know what I'm saying? It's good to watch people stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that y'all watch me, but I don't want y'all to be so busy watching me that y'all don't create nothing. You feel me? Like, take from what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that y'all watch me, y'all tune in. But some of y'all should be busy creating too. You know what I mean? Move, Tank. Move. So I can watch y'all. You know what I mean? So the world can watch y'all. You know what I'm saying? Um. so yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Put some stuff away here. Mm, 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 mm. Dee-dum-dum-dum. Dee-dum-dum, dee-dum-dum, dee-dum-dum-dum, dee-dum-dum, dee-dum-dum. Oh man. I've been busy creating all day, man. Just creating stuff. Oh shoot. Stop trying. You know what's crazy? So I've been in my creativity mode, you know what I'm saying? And, thank y'all for coming in liking the stream. Thank y'all. I didn't have to tell y'all today. I have to tell y'all. But like I said, I've been in my creativity mode today. But lately I've really been deeply in my creativity mode, you know what I'm saying? But look at y'all, 5 for 5. I ain't gotta tell y'all I like the stream no more. Daggone, man. Y'all really changed. I feel like y'all my children I had to beat a couple of times. Like how daddy had to beat us a couple of times for us to understand. you know what I'm saying? All I had to do was just take all it took y'all was 100 whoopings. Y'all finally come in doing the right thing. I got 5 for 6 likes. They don't even add up. They don't even count. I said, man, I done beat y'all so good in submission. Y'all doing it. nah, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Even if y'all do come in here and don't say nothing. I got 5 and 7. Is that 2 ghost followers? I got some ghosts in here. Like, dang, bro. That's crazy. Like, oh, I knew my kids always do good if I just beat them. Lesson people, you got kids, beat your children. They will go do whatever you tell them to do. It's always worked for us. What's up, CC? Baby guy, y'all. What's up with y'all? Uh, but yeah, man. Like I said, anyways, I've been in my I've been in my creativity mode. You know what I'm saying? So I just been creating pretty much all day. But anyways, like I was saying before that, before all day, I've been doing this for a while. You know what I'm saying? And just trying to get better. You know what I mean? What you said? All we needed was a whooping. Yup. All you needed was 5 beatings. That's how I got it, boy. You know how many times daddy had to whoop me? Boy, I was on my 98th and the fourth whooping. Like, and I still somehow the light snapped in me to where it's like one day daddy picked up the paddle and then he was like, he was so used to whooping you. And so like, didn't I tell you clean up? I was like, I did, father. I did all the laundry, the dishes. I washed the car. And even for you, I stopped at Indies and got us some chicken. He's just like, yeah, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Walk away scratching his head like, man, who are you? Like, who are you? It's like, how can I be of assistance to you, father? I got my hand behind my back, like a maid, like a servant. How can I be assistance to you, father? There you go, dad. Don't worry, father. I'm gonna make you proud. Well, if I did that, he would probably look at me and probably like turn around and be like, because he was so used to beating me, so it's like he just turn around and be like, he probably go to mom and be like, Missy, I ain't got whooping today. He said, Missy, he's actually doing better. I did start to change eventually, you know what I'm saying, to where you ain't have to really do all that. Nah, he would be like, if you doing too good, he'd be like, watch out, what y'all done did. He's like, y'all too happy. He said, you too positive. What you done did? You know what I'm saying? And I said, Daddy was that type of dude. He'll walk in the room. He'll just walk in the room and just sit there and look at you. Like he give you that dad look, like all the dads do. He would just turn around and just look at you like that. And he'd be like, what? What's wrong? And he would just look at you, wouldn't say nothing. And then he would just turn around and look somewhere else. I'm like, we trying to intimidate me? What I do? Huh. I said one time I said, sir, because we had to say yes, sir, yes, ma'am. We don't wasn't no hey, yeah, what? Wasn't none of that. That'll get you a double whooping if you say yeah, what. So when daddy call you, you say yes, sir, no, sir. Mama call you, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So when he would look at you, I'd be like, yes, sir, I'm like, sir. And he would look at you, wouldn't say nothing. I'm like, come again, beg pardon? I'm like, I ain't heard what you said. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't say nothing. I'm just like, why you staring at me like that? What I do? Um, oh yeah, believe it. We all got whoop for something else. What's up, America? Anyways, y'all don't get me off my creativity rant because I'm gonna have to whoop y'all again. That's gonna be a 101 Dalmatian whooping. Come on, don't do that. I'm trying not to whoop y'all no more. Where daddy told us he was getting older, teenagers. He said, look, man, I'm trying not to whoop y'all no more. He said, I'm trying not to whoop y'all no more, but y'all just being stupid. He's like, y'all doing stupid stuff, man. Anyway, so Denise. Anyways, let me get back to my point, please. Um, dang, man, I don't even forget what I was gonna say, man. Cece make me laugh. Dang, what was I saying? Um, anyways, for the sixth time, seventh time, let obey a talk. Okay, I ain't gonna say anyways again because I know y'all gonna stone me if I do. So, in other words, um, but like I said, I've been on my creativity rant lately, but I've been getting better at it. You know what I'm saying? So like, even with the software that I'm streaming through, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I said it's one thing to be a creator, it's another thing to be a better creator. CC, stop! Laugh. Come on, man, bro, y'all making me laugh. Stop. Let me talk. Let me talk. Dang, just live stream over. Gosh, man. Nah, why it's so hot in here? I'm turning the earth 80. I got my thermostat on 80, man. No one is hot. Dang. Um, but like I said, okay. I'm not gonna say anyways, like I said, anymore. But like I said, see, you know what? How y'all doing today? How doeth thou doing today, man? Come on, what's up with y'all? Uh, um, but basically, I invested in like some more software. um, and so like I said, I wanted to stream better, but I was trying to figure out better ways to like stream my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so when YouTube had messed up, it gave me a great opportunity to get something else that streams even better. You know what I'm saying? So now the thing that I'm using is even better than just using YouTube itself. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get the upgraded membership where I can stream on multiple channels at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build a following faster. You know what I mean? Instead of having other phones set up to record you, you can just stream through one thing that'll stream on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? So when I say worldwide, man, I mean worldwide. Like people gonna be watching all worldwide. You know what I mean? As I said, I have a mindset of a creator. You feel me? Like I said, I feel like too long we've been spectating, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was so on it. Um, yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of giving y'all the rundown and just letting y'all know what's on my mind or what I've been thinking. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's important for us to know, man, because again, like I like. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I love the fact that y'all watch me. I love the fact that y'all tune in and y'all watch my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all that know us and some of y'all that don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all authentic. You know what I mean? I'm glad that y'all do, but I don't ever want it to get to a point where that's all y'all doing is watching me. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing is not just for you to watch. I'm trying to. This whole channel, man. Again, it was supposed to be inspirational. It was supposed to be an inspirational channel to inspire people to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Just to do better in life, to do better in general. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like now it's kind of I think people have gotten kind of used to just tuning in and watching, which I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. But I'm like, but I also think that people can be doing a lot much more, man, with, you know, their time. You know what I'm saying? Like I love when people come in like, hey, yeah, I was watching what you were saying, then I inspired me to do this, inspired me to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just seen actually like 20 or so minutes ago. I never checked that. My channel gets mentioned by people, you know what I'm saying? And so people have mentioned my videos and stuff all the time. They be like, oh, this is good, blah, blah, blah. So I don't always check it because I don't always get the notifications, you know what I'm saying? I just happen to be on YouTube and it's a brother, man. I can't remember your name, bro, but if you in here, um, I think it was D Curtis. I don't remember his name, but it was somebody that tagged me. And so they was just like, yeah, they said he said something about what did he say? Something about some um he was like, I've been inspired by what I was saying. He was talking about my vlog yesterday, you know what I'm saying? The one I was doing yesterday. Or not vlog, but live stream yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And so that was good to know. I was just like, dang, people are actually like, they actually watching that, you know what I mean? And so, I love when people kind of take from that, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, brother, if you in there. I don't know if I got your name right, so I ain't gonna butcher your name, but whoever just tagged me about an hour or so ago, you know who you are. Like I said, shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Um, but I definitely want people to understand, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than just sitting around doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta get off your butt, man, get your hands working, you know? So that's why I'm so busy and big on not just being a spectator, man, because again, you gonna waste your life in your gift. You know what I'm saying? And I said my thing is I don't want y'all to be weird on the internet like these little weird Negroes. I don't want y'all to be weird with y'all life, man, trying to give out fake word, man, and be some little weird wannabe man of God weirdo who's not even called to do that because they're not good at nothing else. That's what happened when you sit on your talents, dog. I don't want y'all to sit on your talents, man, and be like this little freakazoid on the internet talking about people. You feel me? Like I want y'all to actually be beneficial with your life. You see, people who be in the wrong field, they get no views, man. They get no recognition. They get no common courtesy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about them. You know what I mean? Like they don't get people don't know them, and people don't want to know them at all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said find out what you're supposed to be doing. You feel me? Like I remember listening to Myron Golden, man, and Myron Golden was saying, because if y'all know who Myron Golden is, I'm sure y'all do. Myron Golden used to be a preacher. He was a preacher, I think, back in like the late 90s or whatever. I think he said around like 98, 99 or whatever, he was preaching. I think he was a senior pastor or something like that, executive pastor, one of those, you know what I mean? And so you would think like, oh, you're a pastor, so you said. He was just like, I think he was saying like he was supposed to kind of be that in a way, but he wasn't officially like a pastor in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like his goal, his gift was to do what he's doing now, which is teaching. Like he's still kind of pastor in a way, like he's the way he's teaching. You know what I'm saying? He got a teaching gift. So he was like, that's what his thing was, and he had to go on the journey and find that out. You know what I'm saying? But I said, but what if he would have sat right there and just been comfortable with just being a pastor? You know what I'm saying? He knew he wasn't really like a pastor, but he knew he had like a pastor gift or a preacher gift. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said if he would have just been content with just, well, I'm pastoring for the Lord. I'm like, yeah, that's good. But I'm like, God had him going a bigger potential. And that's why I said now he's a walking millionaire. You know what I'm saying? But if he was just being a pastor, you know what I'm saying, he probably would have never walked in his full potential. So even hearing that from him, that's why I'm saying I'm like, bro, it's more than just preaching the word of God. It's more than just getting on YouTube trying to be deep. I said, bro, like you can do those things, but you can also do what else God told you to do as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not called to give the word. And I don't want y'all to be stupid like these other little stupid weirdos, man, trying to get on here and preach. They're not called to do it, which is why they don't get no views. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't have a gift, man, what do? You slander. You turn your your free time that you could be using to figure out what you got. Because I know people that's been like, I know people that was like, they didn't really know what they had. They knew they had some, but they didn't know exactly what they had or like how to use it. And so they was like, God, what do I have, man? Like they was like, show me how to use it. And so God would show them how to use it. And that's how they spent their free time. They went on the internet trying to be deep, went on the internet trying to give out word, trying to be some little weird false prophet. They was actually doing something with their life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, like, when you on the internet being weird and you ain't got no calling, or you don't, I think everybody got a calling. I don't think people really know. And then some people just don't really care. They think they calling is trying to mimic what they see somebody else do. My thing is, I never want to mimic what I see another man or woman or anybody have nothing to do. You feel me? Unless it's Christ. You feel me? But I said, but I had to go on my own journey and realize that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I came to the conclusion with this old little whack raggedy channel that I don't want to do this for another 3 months. I don't. Because this is not my calling, man. Getting on here talking to y'all, that's not my call. You know what I'm saying? Like getting on here trying to give our word and revelation, that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Some of it comes out, you know what I'm saying? Like I talk about it stuff, and I'm saying, but that ain't my thing, and I don't want that to be my thing because I don't enjoy doing that. I enjoy doing this over here, doing the music. I like that. You know what I'm saying? See, I understand it, and that's why I said if I don't stop doing this wacky channel, it's gonna hinder me from doing a lot of my potential, man. It's gonna hinder me from doing a lot of my, you know, it's like the next phase of life, you know what I'm saying? People will get comfortable, you know what I'm saying? They'll, people will get stable in life because I guess they went through it so long and so much that when they finally get stable, of course, yeah, they grateful that they got some money, they grateful that they got a stable place to live. But some people will replace stability for like permanent residence, you know what I'm saying? Like it's good you got you a nice apartment. It's good that you got a bank account that ain't overdrafted. You know what I'm saying? Like, but your goal was never just to stay where you at for the rest of your life. You don't want to just stay in an apartment for the rest of your life. You want to rent, of course, because you have to have somewhere to live. But the ultimate goal is to buy a house. Everybody like how many of y'all know that? Like you want to buy a house, man. You want to buy some property. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not trying to rent for the rest of your life. And that's why I say when people just like even with me, this is one of the nicest places I ever lived in my life. In a new city, you know what I'm saying? Around great people. But I said this apartment ain't it. This apartment sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? I said this ain't the end goal. Even though it's in a nice area and it's nice somewhat, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want something better than this. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm not getting too comfortable with staying here. I'm not getting too comfortable. Like this is where I'm gonna stay for the rest of my life. Absolutely not. I'm leaving this place ASAP because I'm like, bro, I'm tired of this. I'm like, I feel like that a lot of stuff, man, is hindering me in my life. Not like bad things, but just I feel like even I would get comfortable at times. You know what I'm saying? So when I would be bored, guess what I would do? Tune this channel in. You know what I'm saying? Do a live stream. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was good, but I was like, but I felt like that was hindering me from doing a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you look up, you on a live stream for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, man. My longest stream was 10 hours, dog. You know what I'm saying? My next longest was 9. The next longest was 8. And I'm just like, that's time I could have been doing something else. That's time I could have been investing in something else. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see what's wrong with this program. Hold on one second, yeah. What's wrong with this thing? Stuff be acting funny, y'all. It's technology. Be so weird. I have to reconnect it. I know y'all can't hear music, but I like to hear music when I'm talking. It gives me a boost. You know what I mean? Let me get something good, man. Ev- But that's why I said like with my. Can y'all still hear me? I'll make sure y'all can see me. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Yo. A lot of people's unemployed, man. That's why I said when you hear these people, that's why I really encourage y'all, man. Like, stop getting on here watching these weirdos, man. Actually, go listen to people who got knowledge, man. Hey, what's up, dog? What's good, man? Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate a lot. I appreciate it all the way. I appreciate it so much because I need gas money. So, thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, man. That's why I said like, um, you know what I'm saying? It's good to go live stream, man. I fell asleep twice during it. Well, I don't blame you. It was 6 hours, I think. So, anyways, um, so yeah, man, it can be a little hectic, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said like when you go listen to people's story, man. I really advise y'all, man. Like this is what I did. I listen again. I'm not pocket watching, but I listen to people who know. You know what I'm saying? And I said, how do people get what they got in life? You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm envious, but because I'm just like I take lessons. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, one thing man, about Daddy, man. Daddy was smart. I be trying to tell fools, man, like Darby's smart, man. Like he would read books. That's what y'all don't know. Daddy read books, man. He would read books. He would read stuff online. Like all that man did was study pretty much almost all day. You feel me? Like, so that's why he was so knowledgeable, man, because he knew a lot of what he was talking about. I mean, it's his gift. He's called to do it. But he also had to put the work in, man, to know a lot of stuff. So if I showed y'all his crates full of books, I mean, this man has so many books, y'all. I mean, it's somewhere back in Louisville. But y'all would see all the books he got, man. He read these chapters. As long as I could, when I was young, man, I remember being like 3 or 4 years old. He would always be reading these books. I remember, bro. I don't know how I remember these books, but he would always be reading these books, dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said like Daddy was a learner. You know what I'm saying? And so he had told me that. He said, son, you need to learn. You know what I'm saying? He said there's more than just rap music, man. And you know what I'm saying? He said, bro, you gotta learn, son. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said now I learn a lot, man. That's why I said when I learn stuff, I'm not gatekeeping nothing like some people do. I actually tell people because I want everybody else to break the cycle, man, of poverty, break the cycle of doubt, unbelief, especially in our black community. Like, bro, we got to break that stuff. I'm not trying to charge you no fee. I'm not trying to have exclusivity. I'm like, bro, if you sit here listening, I'm gonna teach you what I know, and I'm gonna tell you the source that I got it from. So y'all heard me say Myron Golden. I got a lot of my knowledge from Myron Golden. Go watch him. I haven't really watched a lot of Miles Monroe, you know what I'm saying? But he does the same thing. Go watch him. I told you there's a black woman I watch. She knows a lot of this stuff. Go watch her. She knows, like, bro, people know this. I'm not telling you like I came up with it. I'm telling you from the source that I got it from because I'm not a thief. I ain't gonna steal their information. You know what I'm saying? Got fired too, but making yeah, that's good money. That's good money. Shoot, and that's why I said like, bro, do a side job, do a side hustle, do your thing. Because again, you're gonna be making more money, man, doing what you love doing anyways, before you make money at working at Walmart. And again, we not down in these jobs, and we ain't down on nobody that got these jobs. But for some people, that's as far, and again, that's as far as they want to go. I'm pretty sure most people, man, when they sign up for a job, they're not trying to work there for the rest of their life, right? Not that they hate the job. It's just a lot of stuff is temporary. Just like when you date people, sometimes you might be dating to have something long term, but sometimes it might not go long term. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said like you might be in a different season. Like it might not even be nothing bad that y'all broke up about. It's just y'all in a different season. So that's why I said you got to learn that there's different seasons in life, man. For certain things. Hold on, y'all. Um, gotta clean up something. But that's why I said I'm like, man, I really can't stress that enough, man. Like, go learn. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I don't know how people are sitting online trying to debate the word of God all day. Like, bruh, that's the word of God is said and done. I don't have to sit there and debate with you, idiot. I don't got to debate with you on no technicalities. You a fool, man. I ain't talking to you. People watching slander videos on men of God and downfall videos of YouTube content creators and CEOs and stuff. And I saying while you watching somebody else's video that they put together for them to go make some money off of it, I said you ain't making jack. I said, do you know why people come out with clickbait titles? You know why people get online lying about people all day? Because they know people like you gonna go watch it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know those tabloids is full of cap. They all capping, man. But I said, but because people ain't got no life, and they know a lot of people ain't got no life, guess what they do? They milk it. Anybody who watch TMZ ain't got no life. You know what I'm saying? So, but they know there's plenty of people who ain't got a life that'll watch them. And that's why I said this is how your rights get taken. This is how the government's doing what they doing. This is how uh you know what I'm saying, you look up and you realize the job market sucks and then the economy sucks and then your rights is gone, you know what I'm saying? Because again, while we was distracted by Kim Kardashian and distracted by what LeBron said and distracted about some white versus black, I said, look what they doing. They taking your stuff because again, and then they know people don't read. They know people don't care about information. You know what I'm saying? One minute we looked up, like I said, we was all about the Epstein files. The next minute we look up, you don't hear nothing else about Epstein. That was all that was on my reels, all on my feed, everything. I said, now you don't hear one thing about the Epstein files, and people don't forget. Because they go do one thing, man, one stupid thing to go get everybody mad. We was talking about Epstein and Donald Trump, and everybody was doing what they doing. And then you look up, they're talking about Meg the Stallion and Clay Thompson situation, which is the dumbest thing that we don't even need to know about. And all these niggas on the internet in an uproar about something that don't got nothing to do with them. And I said, no, stupid. Don't you see what they doing? They using that to distract you, dummy. That's what they doing. It's like every time we get on one accord, man, especially as black folk, we get on one accord, they go do something with some black woman or some black man, and the comments is fired up. Everybody's sitting there fighting because again, you spectating somebody else's life and not spectating your own. People got enough time to get on there and argue with people on fake profiles and go observe people's other profiles and go on there and talk bad about them. But you, where you at in life, ain't nowhere either. And I said, this is why they get y'all distracted to do that, and then they do something behind the scene, take your rights, taking now they taking your money. And then you getting taxed like crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't even realize, like I said, there's ways that you can get around certain stuff, but again, people don't know that because they too busy watching somebody else. That's why they keep us distracted, man, with idiot celebrities and dumb rappers and all of that. Because again, when you get in trouble, they don't want you to know the law. They'll hit you with a charge that technically it ain't even a real charge that you did, but they'll hit you with it because they know Negroes don't read. That's one thing, like I said, I heard about T Grizzly. He had said it when he robbed that, the infamous store. He robbed the jewelry store before he got rich, before he got famous, actually in Kentucky. And so he said while he was on the heist, he said before they left the store, one of the customers didn't know had a gun because you Kentucky, you can't do that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And somebody held him at gunpoint and they got locked up. And so the courts was trying to charge him with a robbery. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, wait, he said, but he's smart. He went to college. So he read books. He knows the law. You know what I'm saying? So he said, he was like, wait. He was like, wait, technically a robbery means you take it and you leave. He said, technically, we never left the store. So it wasn't even a robbery. It was like another charge. Because they was trying to charge him with a robbery. And he was like, actually, we didn't leave. And they had to, because again, they don't expect you to know the law. That's why we telling people, man, read your books, man. I love to see more black lawyers, man, more black politicians, you know what I'm saying? More black um entrepreneurs, anybody that has something to do with law, you know what I'm saying? Prosecutors, judges, you know what I'm saying? Like I like seeing that stuff because again, it shows you that we ain't stupid. People actually read their books and know what they're talking about, you know what I'm saying? So you can't hit them with the law like I said they know the law better than you. I do think it's a lot of good things, when black people get in law enforcement, and sometimes that can be a bad thing because they're gonna be some of them be tap dancing for they white counterparts. But I say if you have more black representation that actually have the master like I got, like most of us got, and I said they will know how the law works. And that's why I said if they end up having to pull over some of these young black dudes, and you know what I'm saying, technically they trying to slap them with a charge, guess what the black people gonna tell? Guess what the black officer, hey, like, hey, bro, young bro, let me tell you something. When we get in here, I seen a show. My shout out to Chicago Med. That's one of my favorite, or Chicago P. That's one of my favorite shows. And the black cop had told a young dude, he was like, hey, he took him up the stairs. He was like, he found out he was undercover. He said, man, I can't believe you lied to me. And he took him around the corner. Hey, shut up. He said, I'm gonna tell you what to do. He said, when we get in this room, he said, do not say a word. He was like, request a lawyer. He said, you're gonna request a lawyer. You're gonna not speak to me. You're not gonna speak to him. Request a lawyer. He said, anything you say, we can use. He said, shut up. He was like, hey, calm down, hothead. He said, listen to what I'm telling you. See, we need more people like that. Because Negroes get in the interrogation room and start flipping. And they ain't even got no evidence on you. They just making like they got evidence on you. And so they'll start flipping and singing, and everybody get locked up. And then they charging you too. So that's why I said if you have more people on that side that knew about that, they can teach the young ones like, hey man, well, we know you got wrapped up in something wrong, but technically you didn't do nothing wrong. So let me tell you how this goes. You feel me? That's why I said, man, our people, we gotta read, dude. We gotta be smart. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Um, Ain't nobody, bro. Yeah, that's why I said I ain't debate nobody. I ain't debate nobody no more. That's why I said, and then even when you talk like this, you talking like this with prosperity. Remember what they said? We ain't got enough black representation in our community, enough black positivity. And then you got young black people like me, younger black people than me, that's doing this, and they are just bashing you. If it ain't the street niggas doing it, it's the weird church Negroes that's doing this. The ones that think that you just got to hook a buck and you got to be broke. Nah, see, it ain't about that. It's about the kingdom. Well, bro, we live on the earth until we get to the kingdom, dude. That's why God had to write certain scriptures, man, because he knew Negroes would take stuff super literally. You feel me? And the only reason they take it literally is not because they love God. They just sucked at everything they ever did in life. So of course they can't make no money. Again, when you can't make it on the police force, you're gonna hate police because again, you're gonna be mad because you weren't good enough. When you couldn't get the black women that all the other dudes can get black women, then you're gonna hate black women because you can't get them. So you ain't. So now that's why they want to say, "Oh, that's why I date outside my race." Like, no, nigga, when you date outside your race, because no black girl will touch you, and the white girls won't touch you either. You know what I'm saying? You just hoping you dating outside your race to hopefully get some woman of any color, polka dot, zebra cake looking. You don't care, man. Girl could be striped like this. You don't care. You just trying to get something. You know what I'm saying? So of course you gonna date anything that'll touch you. So I'm like, yeah, you got to read between the lines. That's why people say certain stuff. You don't like money not because you can't because you it's wrong. You don't like money because you could never hold on to it. Maybe you got in debt, but everybody else ain't like you. You know what I'm saying? And again, we ain't knocking nobody, but that's why I tell people shut up. If you don't know what you're talking about, shut up. Because then when you talk that talk, then we gonna get on you. You feel me? Huh. That's what we don't gotta be broke. Cause what's that mean, bro? I said, you call me everything, but don't call me broke. I seen somebody today was like, they said when they died at their funeral, or they like they might have like passed out, they dead at their funeral or whatever, and people be like, "Oh, that poor thing." It said they get up, start flexing money, like, "Man, I ain't poor. What you talking about?" I say, "Pulling money out their pocket, like, I ain't broke." Like, man, shoot. I'm like, it don't matter if a woman is a zebra cake looking boy, woman look like a zebra. I got the best of both worlds. You have white, half black. I don't know shit. White with black stripes or black with white stripes. Either way, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I told people, I said, man, think for yourself, man. Stop spectating what other people are doing. That's why I tell people, man, the celebrities are the biggest distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all silly, y'all silly. But I think it is important to know about politics, man, and see what they're doing in politics because they kind of sneaky when they doing it. But I said I don't want to turn on my channel or look at my Instagram every time and see Trump said this and Trump said that. And Kamala said this, Kamala said that, and the left said this, and the right said that. It's like, bro, that's so annoying. Look at what who said what, and they said that. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? There are some things that's important that we should understand what they're saying, but not every single freaking thing. I don't want to know about Trump's ballroom. I don't want to know about whatever they talk like. I don't care about that stuff, man. Like, niggas don't worry about that. Cause I'm like, while I'm looking at that, I could be doing something else. So I'm trying to tell people they wonder why I ain't got no money. I said, cause you too busy watching other people with money. That's why I thought it was funny how all these little dumb thoughts went to Meg Thee Stallion's defense. A nigga that they ain't never met and would never meet anyways, who gets paid millions of dollars or however much money she gets paid to do stupid stuff to distract you. I don't care about that nigga heartbreak. She got money. She ain't got an issue paying her bills like the rest of y'all. She's not gonna get evicted. Y'all are. You know what I'm saying? I think it's atrocious how we go take a celebrity's little small problems and then they want to put it on the whole race. And be like, well, see, this is why black women are so disrespected. Like, she don't speak for black women. There's actually real black women that have been raped, dude. There's real black women that actually have some real bad trauma happen to them. We don't care about no leg to style. You don't care about that nigga. She do not speak for none of us. I'm like, listen, I know everybody has a life. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she ain't got a personal life, but your personal life don't matter to none of us, dudes. There are people, okay, you have a hard time, but I said, but you're rich and have a hard time, and you actually kind of made it some way. I said, some people ain't made it yet. You got out the hood. Some people can't get out the hood. I think the last thing everybody worried about right now in this economy and in this world is your dating life. That's why I said we do not need to know your sex life, your dating life, your personal life. We don't need to know none of that, Negro. We don't care. Keep it to yourself. Everybody running to their defense. And that's why I said, I'm like, it's funny how people don't like Trump. When I said, because Trump's an idiot. But I said, but you gotta understand it's both ways. Trump's an idiot and she's an idiot. Y'all are just like the MAGA hatters that go defend him and go do stupid stuff all day. I said, y'all act just like him. So when you run into some stupid celebrity that you don't know, and then want to use this all, that's why I said, like, she got a cult like following, like he got a cult like following. All you niggas is weird. That's why I told you, I said, bro, the system gotta go. Ain't no left or no right better than nobody. I said, bro, y'all all weird, man. All y'all niggas are weird. I don't want to hear no arguments about the kids. Or they just trying. I said, bro, both sides trying to get at the kids, man. The left keep getting caught trying to do stuff with kids. The right keep getting caught trying to do stuff with kids. The whole system got to go, man. All y'all got to go. Ain't one side better than the other. Y'all all wicked, man. Y'all all wrong, and y'all all are freaking losers. This is what we argue over now. And while people are arguing over politics, like I said, they too busy spectating what somebody else is doing. God might tell you, like, hey, take a step back from the politics, go do what I told you to do. That's why I told y'all, I feel like in a way I'm retired. Like, bro, I'm retired. Because I'm like, bro, all 2020, this is what I did. All 2020, 2021, this is what I did. I made a representation for us. I stood for our black community. I saw both sides. I heard both stories, both sides out. I came to an agreement to accept some things, and I came into a disagreement to not accept some things. I said, but I did my part. That's why I said, just like an army veteran, they fought in the war, they retired, they ain't got to worry about that no more because they retired. That's how I feel. I'm retired, bro. I went out there marching. I did. I tried to make a change. I did make a change. I did everything I could do. I said, now I'm sitting back. I still stand for certain stuff. I still have certain beliefs. So if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. But I'm not going around putting that in people's face like I used to. I said that's everybody else's. I said that's other people's fight now. See, I took a bullet for what I believe. Some of us took that literally. Some of us got locked up for that. Some people got beat. Some people lost their life over this. We did our part. And I said, now I'm glad that I contributed to something that I believe in, but now I believe something better, which is God. So I'm gonna do what God told me to do while the rest of y'all can go out there and make a standpoint. I'm glad that people are still now they sticking up for themselves and gotta do what they gotta do. Because back in 2020, while they was out there doing nothing, I said we was doing this. So I said, now y'all can have all the ability to stand strong and firm on something that you believe, because then that'll maybe enhance your faith for the next level, like what I'm doing. I had to go through those things to be who I am today. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people, I'm like, bro, this was hard. But I said, but I realized that if I'm gonna get somewhere in life, I can't be sitting there listening to every food, man. I can't watch every show, which I'm cool with shows, but like, I mean, shows like TMZ and Love Island, those are stupid reality shows. I hate reality shows. Like, those are so stupid. You watching people's stupid life when you supposed to be dealing with your stupid life. You feel me? And that's why I said it's sad that some people will never be homeowners, man. Some people will never be rich. They'll never do nothing in their life because they too busy watching everybody else. This whole time I've been doing this channel, I told you all I noticed was spectators, man. Weirdos ain't doing nothing with their life and their career. They ain't got no channel. They ain't got no following, man. Negroes can't even get their stuff off the ground because they too busy watching somebody else. God might have called them to do something else, man. They trying to do what they see another man did. They probably got some good information on some things, and they think that's called to be a. They think they called to be a man of God or a woman of God. It's like, no, you're not. I got a lot of good information on stuff, a lot of good insight on stuff. Does that mean I'm called to preach? No. And I'm glad it doesn't mean I'm called to preach. Because again, I ain't trying to preach to you. I'm trying to go do what God told me to do. I like doing the music. I get joy out of that. And that's why I'm going back to doing music full time. Not this channel, not none of that. I'm like, I want to do that. I don't know why people come and tell me, people came and told me, man, for like 2 years, somebody didn't like what I said. And you know what I'm saying? Somebody didn't like my family. I said, do you know why they don't like us? Because the Negro spectating us. I said, you can't tell one Negro that ever met us that. Most of the Negroes talking now have never met us in real life, never, and they never will. And I said, and then when I stand in their face in person, they're gonna be spectating looking at you. Just like when they see you from a mile away, they're gonna see you in the grocery store, or they're gonna see you at the airport, or see you somewhere, and guess what they're gonna do? Sit there and stare. And then if I happen to look over and look at them, guess what they're gonna do? They're not gonna say, "Oh, hey, what's up?" They're gonna spectate and look at you with that stupid look because they're not gonna be ready to see you in real life. See, I'm not a spectator. That's why I'm just gonna stare at you. I'm gonna walk up to you like, "What's up, man? What you said? What do you have to say now?" Now the stuttering coming. Now the scaredness comes in. That's why I said let people talk all they want to. Since you like watching people so much, you like watching men so much. Watch this. Watch this. I hope you can see that the 2 years of me doing this little raggedy channel, that what God been doing over here. I hope you can see that. Again, I don't ask people for no donations. I don't make it mandatory for people to buy nothing. I don't make it mandatory for people to say anything, to come in and give nothing. People give, like I said, let every man give what's according to their heart, right? What's up, peace? I said, let every man give what's in their heart, right? People come over here being touched by what I said. They touched by the music that I do. Not just because of my name, but people actually like what you do. Maybe God's like, hey man, take care of Steve. I don't be expecting. You act like I get in here every day expecting money. I don't. I really don't. I put my stuff up now because people always come in here asking me, "Hey, what's your stuff so we can give you?" They was like, "You never got your tags up. You never got it." Because I'm like, I didn't want to seem like I was begging. I don't beg nobody for no money. But people come and give it willingly because they love you, because God told them to. Because God knows that these idiots keep talking on me, keep saying stupid stuff, giving off fake words, man. That's why I said that you go to their stuff, nobody's giving to them. Nobody's giving to their little whack ministry. Nobody's giving to their little whack channel neither. Since you want to talk, Nobody's viewing your videos, man. Nobody's interacting with your crappy community. Nobody likes you. There's just some people that's gifted and blessed to do this. You know what I'm saying? And that just might not be you. So that's why I said I don't gotta go back and forth. My goal is never to go back and forth with people on this internet, man. Negroes already lost. Once they start talking to somebody else, that shows you've been spectating. That's why I tell you, I said, bro, leave people like, bro, let people spectate. This is what they do with their life. They losers. They spectate everybody. The minute somebody famous leaves a comment on Instagram, everybody go to the comments trying to at them like that person's gonna read their comment. People be trying to leave hate mail on it. So like, bro, they don't read that stuff, nigga. They don't read that. When are you gonna realize you a nobody, man? They don't respond to you. You are a nobody. Like I said, when you get if a random nobody who ain't got no followers, nobody knows them, they not famous, they not known, they have no influence, they an idiot, comes and says something about you, and somebody come and tell you, hey, well, you know, such and such said something about you. I'm like, who? You be like, who's that? If you happen to wake up one day and you just mind your business, somebody came on there and said, hey man, hey bro, Donald Trump just blasted you on Twitter. You feel me? Like I'd be like, oh word, what he say? I ain't no dude know me. You feel me? And I go look at what Donald Trump said about me. Then that's when I would find it worthy enough to kind of be like, okay, it's a worthy opponent. You feel me? This is somebody I'm gonna at back. Charleston White said something about me. I don't like. Okay, I can say something about him. You know what I'm saying? But a no-name weirdo who nobody knows, nobody likes, they got no followers, no influence, no money, no nothing. Nobody will ever know them. Anybody can speak on anybody. I don't have time to fight you, nigga. You already lost. That's why I said our whole life, man, we've been fighting with losers. Your family, you know what I'm saying? Cousin them, auntie them, fighting with friends, fighting with jobs. We fighting with people, man, who just ain't destined probably for the same stuff we doing. A bunch of no-name nobodies. We let somebody in the hood make us feel bad about something and forget where they live at. Like Negro, and then we ain't knocking people again. We're not putting people down, but I'm like, but if you're gonna run your mouth, you got to make sure that you hold the standard too. You can't be living in the trenches, want to run your mouth about everybody, dude. You too busy living in the trenches. Maybe if you put that much effort into running your mouth, maybe you would have a nice platform. Maybe you would have somewhere nice. So that's why I tell people, man, like when you busy spectate people, that's why I said let them spectate. Let everybody spectate if they want to, boy. That's why they realizing they word never work. They power never work because they ain't got none. They got no influence. The only people they attract is idiots like them. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you're a stupid bird, you're gonna go with a stupid bird. That's what you do. You feel me? And I said, it ain't stop my flow over here. It's just more great people keep coming. More great people keep subscribing. I don't even want this little wanky channel, but people keep coming over here. That's why I talk about it like I don't boast about having 10K because I think it's because of me. I talked about it like that because people kept coming over here trying to tell me how to run my stuff. So when I would compare, I don't make fun of people's small channel. I make fun of people who can't shut up. Some of y'all here, y'all might have small channels. I don't care about that. Nobody, I don't look at that. It's the ones that come run their mouth that want to tell you how to run an organization that has no prior experience. You can't go to Jeff Bezos and try to tell him how to run a company. Guess what he gonna do? Do a background check on you. What do you own? What do you run? Nothing. I don't listen to you. Guess what he gonna bring up? How many companies you got? Are you trying to start a business? You can't. I got a business. You trying to start one? I've been having one. So that's why I tell people when I would come in here and do that, I'm like, it's not because I think I'm better than people. I don't think I'm better than nobody because there's people that got way more followers than me. 10K is nothing. And I said, if you be honest, 10K of these weirdos I don't even want anyways. I'm like, I don't know everybody. I literally said I didn't want everybody here. I don't want everybody over here. But it's the ones that can't run in their mouth because they spectating what I'm doing. They too busy spectating what I got going on. So when they come up, you need to be open up the NIV and preach the word. I said, well, Negro, come back with 10K followers, and then you come tell me something. You part of the freaking 10K followers that came over here, and you want to tell me how to run my stuff? That shows how stupid you are. See, when the channel was small, you was nowhere to be found. You was no support. You never even knew who I was. Never came over and watched. Now when stuff get big and people don't like what you're doing, they want to, because again, they want to live their vision through you because they losers. So they want to live their little wacky ministry through you. And that's why they come over here wanting you to be a certain type of way. And then when I say no, they want to get mad and want to do this manipulation stuff. Then that's when I say, well, bro, that's why your channel sucks. I think I know why your channel sucks now because look how you act. Do you know why you ain't got followers? Because you doing the same thing that you trying to get me to do. If I did the same thing as you, I wouldn't have followers either. Because neither one of us is called to do that. See, I know I'm not called. I can say that. You don't know that. That's why you suck at it. If you was called to do this, you wouldn't be over here messing with me to do it. So that's why y'all hear me say weak men, weak idiots. That's why I told you, man. We have people come over here. Life sucks. Walking failures, and they want to come over here and tell my people and tell me how to do certain things because they too busy spectating me. You came in here watching me. We didn't click on your channel to watch you. We don't know you. We don't want to know you. You came to watch me, and you came trying to interact with my people over here, and think you're gonna go against my people. I said, well, look here, you little Negro. You a spectator in my house. You come over here, you gonna respect something. Your opinion don't matter over here. This ain't your house, nigga. I know you's a house nigga, but this ain't your house, nigga. You won't believe the idiot Negroes we don't have come over here. You feel me? Now some dumb woman a couple of months ago came over here was mad about something because they always trying to school people. I said, Negro, you can't school me on my channel. Negro, you watching me. You can't school me on my platform, you idiot. And then you see, and then that's why I said, y'all, learn and let people talk. Get their backstory. Let them talk about life. Let them talk about how no man wants them. Let them talk about all they failed relationships. Let them talk bad about everything. And then when they do this type of stuff, bring that up to them. I think I know why people don't like you. I think I know why you have a hard time with anything now, because you can't seem to shut up. The same dumb woman that wanted to come over here and try to tell me how to run my stuff. They see they bragging about how smart they are, and they bragging about how much God is using them. God's telling them something. They know nothing about relationships, couldn't even make their relationships work, and trying to come over here and school us about relationships. Negro talking about she just got out of a 20-year relationship, or allegedly. We don't know these Negroes. We don't know you. And I said, okay, cool for you. Go get some healing. Instead of them going to get healing, they think they called to come over here and preach to me. They called to preach to us. Nobody asked you. I made a remark about a story. See, I couldn't even tell my story because, see, Negro, you spectate me watching me telling my story. This is why I tell you a lot of times I don't even tell stories like that no more. Because again, you got people that come in. Well, see, I would have just like what nigga, that's what you would have did. I'm not listening to somebody that had a 20-year failed relationship come and tell me how to love people. You don't know because it didn't work for you. Nigga obviously couldn't make it work for them. They want to come over and tell everybody. They want to come and tell the audience, nah, see, you gotta do this. I'm like, well, nigga, you should have did that 20 years ago. You should have did that. You see what I'm saying? It's always the Negroes that won't come after the fact. Then they won't tell everybody what they should and should do. Look here, OG. You should have been smoking dope either. Like, don't try to come and tell everybody that now. You shouldn't have been doing that either. Don't try to come wise and preach the word now. You should have had that same word when you was doing it. Don't come over and get mad at us because we don't listen to you. And she was tripping. Oh, weirdo. They said, nah, because you know that because of my experience. I'm like, well, everybody ain't you. There are some people in here that ain't got 20-year failed relationships. Sorry, you suck at it, but everybody else don't suck at that. They know they be dead wrong, still talking. That's why I said, hey, girl, I'm telling, hey, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. And they still talking. Then they want to be passive aggressive, and I'm just trying to be nice. I'm trying to get you to shut up. Don't be nice. Shut up. Then they came like, well, my opinion matters. Not on my channel, it don't, nigga. It don't matter over here. It's my channel. It's mine. You can't watching me. Then they want to come over with that passive aggressive. God can school you. No, he can't. No, he ain't gonna school me for nothing. I didn't do nothing. Why you gonna school me over something that you feel? God can school you too. That's probably why you let your 20-year marriage fail and suck, because you stuck at it. See, it's always the dumb ones that come over here talking like I said, yeah, I know why you talk. And I said, I think I know why your 20-year relationship didn't work. I think I know why your 20-year relationship didn't work. Because if this is any type of woman that you talk to a nigga like this, any man will leave you. I said, girl, I leave you too. Imagine 20 years. I said, I could barely deal with this nigga for 20 minutes. Imagine 20 years of this heifer doing what she doing. I said, yeah, good luck with your 20-year failed marriage. If you do got daughters, teach your daughters don't be dumb like you. Teach your daughters not to be stupid like you. That's the worst fear is that your kids gonna end up just like you. Just repeat the cycle. As much as you want to be deep, well, teach your daughters don't be dumb like mama. This is what you do when you washed up in your life not doing nothing. You come over here washed up, don't know nothing, and you're watching me. I'm good. I'm getting like I said, life is coming together. I'm doing good. You ain't called to school nobody and preach nothing over here. And then they always want to do this little passive aggressive. Well, God's just using me. No, he ain't. No, he's not using you to say nothing over here. Because I ain't listening to nothing you said. Why ain't gonna use me to listen to somebody with a 20 failed year relationship? I'm not in a failed relationship. I'm not in a 20-year marriage nothing right now. I'm not doing that. So why he need you to tell me that? Stupid. See, they try to talk with regular knowledge. Everybody in the comments was schooling them. Oh no, see, was he not God? I go, no, 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 no. And that's the same thing somebody did. Came in here and want to GD everybody, want to come here and cuss everybody out. Then they want to use God's going to like, no, no, he ain't. So heifer trying to bewitch people in the comments, trying to tag somebody else. This is a spiritual weirdo type nigga. I know what type. Right after the fact, try to tag one of my people's in here talking about, oh, I just feel the Holy Spirit on you. See that? See that stuff right there? Stupid nigga. See that? I said, I had enough of you. Block them. Get out. This is what this channel ain't for. I wish you did that same thing in your 20-year relationship. Maybe you still have it. Be gone, thought. See, it's why when you're spectating everybody all the time, you don't know nothing. What's up, Stacey? Spectating people all the daggone time, man. I said, and that's why you don't have nothing. So when you spectating my story about love, you want to come and give your 2 cents because you ain't got no love. Now they want to come up with see, nah, because there's always one there. Well, nah, see, I used to do that. I'm like, what nigga, that's you. Look here, OG. This is you. That's why I said I really hope your kids watch me because I want to teach them not to be stupid like their mama, or stupid like their daddy. You feel me? Now I'm not the smartest bulb in the brunch. You feel me? But I certainly am not gonna get to an age where I'm old and then I do this type of stuff right here. These are for people that's washed up that can never do nothing else. So I teach my audience, well, we not stupid over here. You know what I'm saying? So we're not stupid over here. We think. We use the mind that God gave us. I don't expect everybody to listen to everything that I'm saying. There are going to be people over here that disagree with my methods. They're going to disagree with what I'm saying. I'm not telling y'all have to understand anything that I said. I don't care none about that. You don't have to understand what I'm saying. But if you watching me, then why watch me if you don't like what I'm saying? I mean, you can watch me and not like what I'm saying. But I said, but you ain't called to call nothing out here. I let everybody know. I said, no, you ain't gonna come over with that. Because I said, let's not forget whose channel and whose platform you on. You spectate me, weirdo. You was dumb enough to even see the notification. You probably just surfing YouTube looking for people to mess with and harass. You saw me on her, click on it, and then think you gonna come and scoop me, nigga, please. Why don't you scoop me up a sandwich? Go do that. Scoop me up a bowl of cereal, and I only like cereal. Do that. Whip me up some Krabby Patties, Monterey. Like, go do that. Since you want to school people so much, you want to have wisdom. Well, you should know I'm hungry right now. You should know that, hey, I could use a bite to eat. See, you talk like, oh, they nice. See, I don't like the jokes. No, I said, oh, well, then maybe shut up. Notice the people that come in here cool, they don't get the jokes. I don't say no on them. It's always a weirdo somewhere that can't shut up without running their mouth. It's always one of those. People trying to stop somebody's vision. And I said, you know why? Because you're too busy spectating. And then if you ask him, what you got going on in your life? How your ministry going? How your life going? I guarantee you it's all negativity. You know why? Because they're too busy watching somebody else's. Maybe you shouldn't watch me after you just get out something 20 years. Maybe you should go work on your life. You need mental healing. You need spiritual healing. You need emotional healing. You need all the healers you can get. You should be focusing on that. Not focusing about my love life, not focusing about my other people's love life, not focusing on trying to school people with the word of God. You should be schooling yourself with your 20-year broken heart. You should be doing that. Wouldn't that be what everybody would do if they just got out of something? I think the last thing people want to do when they get out of a relationship is go to social media and go mess with people on social media. I think everybody would kind of be like, I think I need to take some time to myself. See, 2 years ago when I got out of something, I wasn't over here in social media. You know what the first thing I did? Got off social media. I was on social media for like 2 weeks because I didn't want to spectate everybody else living life. I didn't want to spectate everybody else's relationships. I didn't want to spectate what people are doing today. I didn't want to spectate how happy everybody is when I'm not feeling like that right now. I'm not gonna be a bummer. So guess what I'm gonna do? Stay off the phone. Everybody knew something was wrong because I never take 2 weeks without posting. People had to make sure we were still friends because I'm like, bro, I ain't said nothing. They was like, bro, I ain't heard nothing from you. But I knew social media is not a place I need to be at right now. I need to focus. So I got off the phone. I did not go in nobody comments trying to be deep and hey girl, let me tell you about my 2 year relationship. They don't need to hear that. I took time to heal. You should be doing the same. See, I understood there's times you can spectate and there's times you shouldn't. This is why I tell you when you done with somebody or after y'all get out of a relationship, y'all done with each other, get them on social media. Because guess what you gonna do? Spectate everything they doing. Looking at their stories, man, looking at their location, looking at what they wearing, looking at who they around, trying to figure out what the next guy, next dude, or girl that they with. You too busy. Every time they story pop up, your heart start beating fast. That you think they over here today, now your heart start beating. You see them, like get over them. I think that's stupid to still follow people on social media. You just got out of a breakup. Why do I want to see you every day for food? I don't like you no more. We followed each other because we were cool. We ain't cool no more. There ain't no need to follow each other for Nick, bro. I don't see you. I told you, man. Spectating, man, is how envy comes in play. I'm trying to tell y'all, boy. Spectating is the ultimate goal of envy. Can't be envious of somebody, man, if you don't pay him attention.
Bluetooth mode.
So, there we go. Stuff be like that, you know what I'm saying? And say, yeah, they are no longer your business. Yeah, that's why I said I don't let nobody. I don't pay that stuff no mind. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not even that you're paying them mind. Like I said, it's what I be saying. Like, listen, when I'm talking, let me talk. When I'm talking, this is me saying stuff because everybody needs to hear this. It's not about that. It's not about people getting to me. It's nobody getting to me. This is just how stuff goes. That's why we trying to tell you, I said, bro, learn to let me finish what I'm saying. Let me learn to speak. I've been having to tell people this for 2 years. I had some woman come in here like 2 years ago doing that. Actually, last year she came in doing, oh, don't you don't say nothing, you just don't pay no mind. Then guess what happened? She got attacked. Somebody came here and attacked her. Now she's offended. And I don't like what you said. I said, ain't nobody defend me. And I told her, I said, now you see why I told you stop talking when I'm talking. She said, yeah. I said, okay, then shut up. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm doing. I'm teaching other people how to do this because I keep having people come over saying, well, somebody say this. And I don't know how to feel. I said, bro, this is how you gotta do it. See, when you do this social media stuff, every content creator knows you gotta have thick skin. You're gonna have people say stuff at you. You're gonna have people that probably do a video on you. You're gonna have people that make up false narratives, people that come over trying to tone police you. People always trying to come over passive aggressive. People come over trying to scam your people. Like every content creator knows this. That's why I say you have to have thick skin. So that's what I do. I joke back. I troll back. And sometimes I'm just like, I don't even care. Because again, like when people are serious, see, people that come over here, they mad dumb. So I'm like, they serious. You're not a threat. Like you ain't got no power, so I ain't worried about you. But if people want to come be funny and be like, "Is your refrigerator run?" I'm like, okay, that's funny. You joking. You feel me? But I told people, I said, man, like, you got to show people how to handle some of this stuff. Because I show people how to handle weirdos in real life. When weirdos come over here, keep doing that type of stuff, I said, you see how I deal with them. We don't we ain't sensitive because people don't like us. I said, I just like, well, then never do something about it. I tell everybody do something about it. That's how you feel. Do something about it. And guess what? People don't do nothing. As I said, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all cool, but I told y'all, man, hey, don't not come tone policing a nigga. Don't do that. We don't do that over here. Because you best believe in real life, if you was feeling some type of way, I would let you feel. I would let you get out what you got to get out. Some people are not upset. They be talking and they really showing people how to deal with this. So that's why I told you that was one of the reasons I turned off my comments last year, because I had a bunch of niggas keep doing that type of stuff. Like, bro, stop coming in tone policing niggas. Stop coming in texting the same thing. Stop doing that. It was the same people that kept doing it at the end of every video. They kept coming. Was Steve just? Don't say. Was Steve just? Steve just? They kept doing. I'm like, bro, it's the same freaking people. It was two women that kept doing that. One of them turned out to be a roach in here with fake profiles over here harassing people, starting stuff. And then the other one turned out to be the one I just told you about. That when she got attacked, now she's all going all off the wall. Now she's offended. So that's why I said the main people that say stuff like that is the ones that I know. Yeah, until it happens to you, you won't be saying that. That's why I said the number one comments. Again, as bad. I mean, people come over trolling, so people didn't. They would say something, because they don't like them, whatever. But I said, but the number one people that I would ignore was people that would do that. People that kept coming over here doing that. That was really, honestly, the reason I turned my comments off, because people kept coming over here doing that. Every video, I'm sitting here talking, proving a good point. Everybody can see you proving a good point. That's always that one. Was Steve just does it? Was Steve you letting him get to you? I'm like, I'm literally making a point here. I'll be over here throwing jokes, and people are like, no, Steve, just don't pay, just don't say nothing. I'm like, bro, we throwing jokes. I'm like, stop the sensitivity. Wait, man. Again, I don't like super sensitive people. We don't do that. I don't do sensitive stuff. Don't do that. And that's why the sensitive ones are usually the ones that can't hang. People sensitive until you say something to them. That's why I said the main sensitive girl that was over here just see you just going off all the time. And I said, guess what? Somebody went off on her. See, that same going off that I did, she wanted me to have that same energy. I didn't do it. Then she got upset. Like, well, I feel like y'all didn't defend me. I said, but you told us not to say nothing. Remember, you said we can't act like that. I said, see, you eat them words. Because old girl was a spectator. This is why I have these talks, man, about not being a spectator so you don't act like that. Don't do that. That's why I said I'm about to get some shirts made. I was actually about to get some merchandise made. Like some like beware of weirdos, man. I say I got a lot of stuff. Like I can't stand sensitive people. I'm about to get a whole bunch of merch made making fun of these weirdos. Because again, they can't shut up. That's why I tell people like, bro, when you in somebody's house, man, respect their house. I tell everybody on the channel that. People know the rules over here. I told them, hey man, when you come over here, be cool. Say what's up, you know what I'm saying? Interact with the people. Don't start stuff. Don't come over here trying to tell everybody what to do, because I would never tell you what to do. And I said, don't be in my DMs trying to be in relationships. I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? And then people will still go and do the exact opposite of what I just said. And then when I got to banish them, now it's not funny. They don't like that. I said, listen, I tell people don't do certain stuff for a certain reason. That's why they would be over spectating me when I'm saying stuff, because they trying to realize where you at in life. Are you want a relationship? Do you want to be with somebody? Is it a time for them to shoot their shot? And then they come and see some girl in the comments that I'm reacting with. And then they think that's competition. Don't even realize, even if it was competition, you wouldn't even be competition because you ain't even cute. See, and then you get your feelings hurt when I tell you, girl, your butt ugly. See, and then they get their feelings hurt. See, that's why I said don't do that. If you was busy spectating your life, you would have you a man and stop being worried about trying to get with Steve. You wouldn't get with Steve because you would realize Steve don't want you. That's why I said I can't wait, because next month is July, and y'all know what July is, the end of an era with this channel. And I ain't got to see yes no more. I ain't got to be around some of y'all no more. I told you I literally had to turn my comments off, man, because I got tired of people typing the same exact thing. The same thing, bro. Every single video. It was the same people. Every video. It was, you gotta just stay focused. And I was just trying to tell you. I'm like, I don't need to tell me nothing. I need you to shut up. Do that. That's why I said when you see people come over here doing stuff, call them out. Stop letting them come over and attack people. Stop letting them come over here trying to throw people off. Like, do that. Imagine you getting shanked a whole bunch of times. The people. That's why that sound like an old slave master stuff. That's literally what the slaves did. One of them getting beat. And I remember Daddy preached a message about that. He preached a message. He said it's always a house Negro. Just if you stop screaming, master won't hit you a couple more times. He said a slave. I heard. He said, well, you stop moving, he won't hit you a couple more times. That's what people do. They keep coming over and messing with you. And see, Steve, you don't say nothing. See, you don't say nothing. They ain't gonna know if you don't say nothing, they're gonna think you soft. They're gonna keep coming over, and then guess what they do? Come harass people. And then the whole comment section be getting harassed by some idiot in here. And then when I call people an idiot nigga, see now they don't like it. I said, but I have to call people out like that. You're not gonna come here and shank people and keep bothering people. Because then what kind of host would I be if I let people come over here and get harassed? Let some woman come over trying to mind her business and some weird girl's over here eyeing her, thinking that she got a thing with me. And they come over here in her DMs, over trying to fight her in the comments while we doing a live stream. That's gonna make people feel uncomfortable. And guess what? They're gonna say, you a terrible host. If I see the whole thing going down and I don't say nothing, they're gonna be like, you a terrible host. And guess what people do? Don't come back. And one thing Daddy was serious about was not offending new people. That's why Daddy, I told everybody, stay out these brothers' faces, stay out these new sisters' faces, because he knew Negro was gonna do stuff like that. So what? No, just be cool. Now he wasn't cool. He told people stop doing that. And he said, if I tell you again, I'm gonna open rebuke you on stage on a Sunday in front of everybody, in front of live stream, in front of YouTube, everybody. He meant that. That's why if you go watch some of the messages, it's still up there. He did that. So ain't no be cool, keep it cool. That's why I said I don't call nobody out by name on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I ain't giving people attention like that. Because I'm just like, you know what? As long as I deal with it, they ain't come back here. I said, but if they come back here again, I said, then I'll call them out by name. Everybody know who he is. We still got the receipts. Don't think I delete everything. I keep the receipts. What they don't realize, like, bro, we got people in here who know how to find you. We got people in here who know who you is, dude. We not stupid. Everybody has to, yeah, you did that. That's what I said. Everybody has to go look for people like that. Every content creator has to have a PI team, bro, because again, they know people be doing stuff. You don't think we got some of that? You don't think we know people that know stuff? That's why I said as annoying as the people that kept coming over here mad at mama because she preaching, and they was mad at daddy for saying something they ain't like, and they come over and take it out on me. And that's why I said, bro, if I see you in real life, I'll slam you on your neck. Like, you wouldn't say it in real life. You just gonna say it on the internet. That's fine. Say it on the internet, whatever. But who was more annoying than them was the people that saw people doing that, and they would still say, well, no, just no, no, just Steve, just don't say no, 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 no. And I said, those are the people that I know when the time comes, they won't have your back. And then when the time came for old girl to have my back, she never had my back. Until somebody came and attacked her. Then she wanted me to have her back. If that ain't a nigga, I don't know what it is. This is why I tell people, man, don't spectate too long. This is why I say I think some people need to go out and try to start their own thing and start content, because then you'll see what it's like. That's why I say people don't know what it's like running a ministry until they try to start a ministry. You think you're just coming in on church and watching the pastor get up and preach the word? Oh, how hard can that be? It's behind the scenes work that's hard too. See, when you got it, when a church has something called a mortgage and bills and people that you preaching to don't give, see, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. So of course, until you try to start something, you're gonna think, oh, it's easy. Everybody think doing YouTube is the easiest job in the world until you gotta do it. Until you gotta stay up long hours every single night, getting off work to go home to go to work. See, that's hard. Editing is hard work. You got to sit in front of a computer for 5, 6 hours, half a day, maybe all day, and do this. It's not fun. And then you got to learn the algorithm and the keywords. You got to learn the thumbnails. You got to learn all these videos. It's not fun no more. That's why I said I think everybody should kind of go start something to realize like what you're gonna have to deal with. If a church just sits by and lets people not say, because the pastor ain't trying to be offended by what people are saying, like he ain't letting it get to him. He knows that he don't care, but he knows what do the devil do? Send them to get the sheep. That's why the Bible told people beware of wolves in sheep clothing, dude. Because the man of God or woman of God might be a word, but you might not be. And guess what they're gonna do when they can't get dude? Oh girl, they're gonna get you. And then people couldn't get me. And what did they do? Went to my audience to try to get them. Old girl tried to 1v20 every Negro in her, dude, because she couldn't get me. I wouldn't respond to her. That's why I said, don't come here with that. I'm like, no, 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 because I did that. I said, I'm all right with you, you don't like me, whatever. But I said, well, guess what she did? Turn on people and try to fight them. And I said, okay, Now I'm gonna call you out because that's what they want. They want a publicity stunt. Now I'm gonna give you it. See? Now she's a laughing stock of this channel. Now we throw jokes because now you can't stop messing with people. See, I told you don't do that. See, she had all the time in the world to keep comments stuff because she's spectating. She ain't doing a well life. She wasn't doing nothing. So that's why she want to fight everybody in here because she wasn't doing nothing. I be trying to show y'all, man. I said these are great valid points I be using. That's why I'm like, people won't know about stuff until they go start their own thing. How people kept doing that, man. And that's why I said when people kept doing that, guess what I would do? Ignore them. Those be the people that you end up ignoring in the end. Those would be the people I wouldn't respond to, bro, because they kept doing that. So while people wanted you to ignore everybody else, I said, guess who I ignored instead? Them. I be trying to tell niggas, I'm like, bro, y'all cannot tone police everybody. I told people that last year. You can't tone police everybody, dude. I'm a 30-year-old Negro. You can't tone police me, man. You know what Daddy didn't like? I'm gonna since y'all want to talk about Daddy all day. You know what Daddy didn't like? People telling him how to feel. Daddy did not like people like that. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Do he look like the type of guy that like people telling him how to calm down and feel? He did not like that stuff, dude. Daddy will go off on you if you did that. One of the brothers tried to do that, man. He was just like, well, Pastor, he was like, because they was trying to think about something. He was like, well, no, Pastor, I'm thinking like this. He was like, well, no, I can. He said, hey, man. He said, hey, bro, let me think, man. He said, let me think, man. Stop talking, leave me alone. He told the brothers just like that, like, hey, bro, let me think, bro. Let me feel right now. Don't try to tone police and don't try to. Well, I'm gonna just take care. Like, no, let me think right now. That's mad annoying, man. Daddy didn't like. My family don't like that stuff, man. We do not like it. Passive aggressive people. We don't like that stuff. Stop doing that. As I said, do you know who I don't like more than weirdos, passive aggressive people? I don't like them either. And that's why I be ready to throw all of them. Now, some people don't know. I'm not saying like people come here doing it on purpose. I'm just saying, but some people do. And them same people last year was doing that on purpose every day. Every day. That same little rat roach that I had in my Discord kept doing it. What's up, Alexander? What's good with you? She was doing it in my Discord. Every time we would talk, every time like the whole group would talk, she was and now and then again, you explaining the point. Well, just don't say no, just stay. I'm like, bro, I'm getting tired of this old slave nigga mentality you got. You keep talking. Like, look here, house nigga, shut up. Stop talking. It's one thing what's wrong with niggas. Like you talk too much, man. Shut up. You don't even know what's going on. Every time we throw jokes, look, well, see, you guys gotta stay. Don't let him get you. I'm like, bro, we talking about jokes. Could have jokes, man. The nigga was so sensitive about everything. And I said, okay, how about this? Since you want to tell everybody something, I said, what's your real name? She wouldn't give us a real name, wouldn't turn the camera on, wouldn't give us a real nothing, a real alias, nothing. Nigga couldn't even give us a real city she lived in. Nigga said she lived in the mountains. A whole UFO expert. It's a whole freaking unidentified flying alien. Like, you don't know this nigga is. This nigga probably live in Roswell or Agent 47 or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Since you want to ask people all these questions, you want to tell people how to feel. Okay, what's up with you? Everybody else gave their real identity. Why can't you? She was scared to say it. So I said, if you can't come in here and talk like everybody else, then shut up and stop telling people how to feel. She want to know everybody's secret sin, want to know everybody what they dealing with, everybody's stuff. And then we said, okay, how about you? Now they don't want to talk. Nah, see, they want to focus on you. Want to come here and get the scoop on everybody else's life. Didn't want to tell them about their life. And then guess what they go do? It's always people like that to go recruit other people. Try to come in here and recruit other people to go fight for her. People be sowing discord in the Discord. Keep in mind, that's the same person. That was one of the two people last year. They kept coming over here. Is this them? Is this it? Is this them? They kept doing it every video. I said, okay, now when it's your turn, now they want to come over here and do like that. Now you want to be speechless. And then everybody started getting on her case. They was like, bro, I'm getting real tired of you keep trying to tell us how to feel. You getting tired of you keep trying to figure out what's going on with us. What about you? Now they ain't want to hear that. We don't want to talk now. This girl came and spectating everybody else, coming spectating everybody, being weird. These old monitoring spirit niggas coming here monitoring everybody. That's why I said I be knowing y'all being here. I be knowing some of them being here too. Because some of them that don't say nothing, you being here. But that's cool. You can monitor this. Monitor this. It's the same thing, man. Black folk got to deal with, man. We dealing with these crazy white people. Or maybe it's be some silver people. It be some silver people that's just like, well, maybe y'all can just, just well, not all cops. That's what they said. Not all cops are bad. We know our police ain't bad, stupid. We ain't talking about all freaking cops, man. We ain't them. See, the white people was the ones that came up with the ACAB, the all cops are bastards. They said that. We didn't say that. We know all police ain't bad. We just talking about the ones that's doing what they doing. Every time you say that, was even though we just all police ain't bad. We know all police ain't bad. The ones that are doing what they doing, go get them. Well, it's a couple of bad apples, nigga. We just said we know. We talking about the ones that's doing what they doing. Go get them. I don't have an issue with police officers. I got an issue with the ones that's doing what they doing. Well, it's just and it's always something else. And I said, see, we kept getting tone police by white people all the time when they kept doing that. White niggas keep trying to tell you how to feel, man. They was mad when the riots happened, but then the nigga took a knee in the NFL and y'all got mad about that. Like, y'all niggas mad at everything. We got tired of feeling that way, and then you look at our own daggone people, they doing the same thing. That's why I said, do you see now why I said back in 2020? See, I'm retired now. I feel like I'm retired because I put my work in. Black folk gave me more of an issue in 2020 than white people did. White people definitely gave me an issue. Now do you see why I said I rocked solid with the Mexicans? Because the Mexicans was the only people that year that didn't give me an issue. They wasn't telling me how to feel and how I should react and what I should do. They was just free to let you be you. Hey man, we know you're having a hard time. Come to the carne asada. You feel me? Come to the picnic, man. Come to over here to the abuela to come to Abuelita's house. You feel me? We throwing a meal, a get down. You feel me? I say, I noticed that's a big thing, man, with white and black. Y'all niggas are so busy trying to tell everybody how to feel. That's why I said the whole system messed up. Ain't nobody better than nobody, man. Ain't no black better than no white better than black. Ain't no Democrat better than no Republican better than no Democrat. All y'all niggas are the same, man. That's what y'all don't understand. Y'all all the same, man. All y'all do is tone police niggas all day. All y'all do is tell one side how they should feel and be hypocritical when your side do something and tell the other side that they messed up and they corrupt and then your side is corrupt too. Y'all all do the same thing. When they be racist, don't like us around white. And I'm like, y'all niggas be prejudiced when somebody go get somebody white. Y'all do the same stuff, nigga. You do the same thing. You give us more of an issue about it because we around you daily. We are around you daily. See the way when you a spectator spectating somebody else's relationship, you busy looking at some freaking color, looking at whatever they got going on. Maybe you should go get a relationship and go spectate your partner. And then people wonder why I wouldn't put my information on here, who I'm dating, who I'm married to. Why would I? Because you got a bunch of spectating niggas. Why don't want you to see that? What do you get out of seeing that for? What do you get? Nothing. That was spectating spirit, man. I be trying to tell people, man, stop doing that stuff. Don't you understand, man, that people have had enough of that for years being told what to feel? Quit doing it on passive aggressive stuff. I tell everybody in this chat, I tell everybody in my personal life, don't do that. Because when you got a right to feel, I'm gonna let you feel. Every job I ever worked at, man, so I was trying to tone police a nigga. Everybody in here get mad. All the white people get mad, especially them. They get mad than a sock. Get mad about everything. The Mexicans talking crazy, cussing everybody in their language, and then I'll do something. Now Negroes always just relax. No, ain't no relax, nigga. Ain't no relax. What y'all scared because a black man get mad for? Everybody else get mad. What you scared because I get mad for? I ain't said one cuss word. Y'all getting scared. What you scared for? You see what I'm saying? Stuff be talking about right there, like niggas be weird. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing we told at the job, man. Same thing we told my white people. Just don't say nothing because you're gonna scare people here. And just, we're workplace professional until you stub your toe. Until somebody come and give you a hard time. You cussing everybody out. The employee don't do what you want, and you ready to fire them. Why don't you have that same tone when you come to you? I had a white manager, man. He would get mad all the time. He go break boxes, go in the back, smash and stuff. Everybody was scared of him. I looked at him like, I ain't scared of this nigga. Like, bro, you do know who we are, right? We ain't scared of you. And he realized he couldn't intimidate us because everybody else was intimidated. He couldn't intimidate us. That's why I say, what's worse than one nigga? Two. And me and Joe was them two niggas. And he couldn't intimidate us. And so guess what he won't do after the name? Then he won't threaten to fire us. I'm like, no, I said, well, then, bro, do it. If that's how you feel, do it. We two of your best workers, man. Do it. He wouldn't do it. He realized his little rage tactics didn't work on us. Like, yeah, it might work on them other white counterparts and them Mexicans. They don't work on us. We don't play that. It ain't funny, is it? Like, see? I tell people, I've been talking. That's why I said this is why I don't get around everybody, man. That's why I said I be cool with people. I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about beliefs. I don't talk about politics because I know those are three things that would make people fold. I don't get why you would do zodiac signs. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. Just because I think it's the dumbest thing in the world doesn't mean that it's against the law for you to do it. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. I don't want to hear about it. I don't care. It's the people like that. When you respect anything, they will, well, now see, you gotta understand you a Leo or you a Sagittarius. Now see, because that's probably why you went through so much stuff in life. Nick, retarded. You see what I'm saying? Basing your life off a sign, nigga, like, bruh. Stuff I be talking about right there. That's why I said that's what happens when you spectate. That's why I said people speak about stuff that they don't even know. You speaking on things you don't know. That's why it's easy to talk about somebody you ain't never met because you don't know them. Just like when they would spectate black women, just like when dudes would spectate black women, white people would spectate black women and would have the stereotype that black women are nasty because they looking at something that they thought they were just looking at, didn't realize the real reason why some of them are that way. You didn't do your homework and realize why some of them are angry. You didn't do that. You so busy trying to holler at black people all that that you don't even understand why some black people are the way they are. We gotta tell some of these ignigs now, these old ignorant niggas. The first thing come out their mouth is always something about some black woman. Don't even realize, brother, you know why that black woman like it? Because she got to deal with ignigs like you all day. That's probably why. I'm pretty sure when you been raped before in your life, you're not gonna be the nicest person. You're gonna be the most trusted person, nigga. See, if you want an ignig, you would know that. But because you won, you don't know that. You can't go off of something that you spectate, man. You don't know nothing about nobody. I don't talk to ghetto black women. What's the problem? They ain't give me no issue. Like, they ain't never gave me no issue. I can't name one. They always cool with me. You know why? Because I'm understanding. What does her being ghetto got to do with me? What they got to do with me? Or how's it hurt me? She ain't disrespecting me. She ain't said nothing wrong to me. So what's the problem? They respect me when I come around. So why don't they respect you? You don't think I know how to talk to and get through to them? Because I know somebody did something to her. Somebody hurt her. That's why she like that. She ain't ghetto because she black. She ghetto because she had to be because somebody violated her, Negro, you idiot. And what you consider ghetto is probably them just being protective. That's probably what that is. See, I know this because I don't spectate people. I try to put myself in their shoes. See, unlike weirdos on the internet, like some of y'all weird here watching me and not saying nothing, I said I actually talk to people. I don't sit back and watch somebody life. I actually go talk to them because I'm a human being, you know. Just like everybody was spectating old bitter widows and thought that, oh, she's just an angry old lady. You know, we all get that old stereotypical angry Disney old lady. She's just an angry old lady. I'm like, well, she angry because her husband died. That's probably why. Why don't people ever ask those type of questions? You just think people just woke up one day and want to be a nigga. Like, no, people like it because something happened to them, dude. These Lions didn't just wake up one day want to go kill people, man. They're a product of their environment, dude. When they see somebody they love die, of course that's gonna turn anybody into a savage, dude. That's why I told you, why don't you stop spectating it and go do something about it? It's funny how many of these ONs, because you know ONs is old niggas, right? How many of these ONs got a problem with the younger generation? Well, then, look here, you old Negro, go do something about it then. You were supposed to teach the younger generation. Yeah, you failed at that. If the YNs are the problems now, the ONs was the problems in the start. because they didn't pass down the knowledge. Probably because you didn't have no knowledge in the first place. It's probably why your life is the way it is. These Mayans never stood a chance. That's why I said I don't care. I know what they would be like. I'm talking better than y'all than y'all talking back. I know what they would say something like. Cause I'm like, I know I'm saying some good points. I'm saying some good stuff. I don't care, man. When you say something, I don't matter. Keep trying to show you. I said, bro, people literally keep proving your point. That's why people were shocked. They would come in here last year shocked that somebody would come in here stupid. They would come in here done just doing stuff. And then when we would call them out, because again, I would be talking, bro, y'all seen it. I'll be talking about stuff like 20 minutes before, probably like an hour or two before. And somebody would come in stupid doing the same thing I just said. And people was like, bro, you just said it. Bro, bro, I had to tell, it happened so much, y'all. It was almost like a coincidence. I had to promise people, like, yo, I promise y'all I'm not paying nobody on the table to come over and do this. I promise y'all I'm not setting stuff up. Remember when I kept finding money on the ground? I was like, y'all, I promise y'all, I'm not setting this money up. I swear to you, I'm not doing this. That's how you know it's God, because I'm not doing this. I'm not even trying to even prove a point. I was just talking about something just because I was talking about it. And then somebody comes in and proves your point. I'm like, bro, I promise you, I don't know these people. Bro, I don't want to do this for a living. I'm not a publicity stunt person. I don't do that. People literally come in because they dumb and they have to prove a point because this is what happens when you stupid. And people was like, you were just talking about that beforehand. I said, I know. And now do you see it unfold? I know it seems obvious, like I'm paying people to do this. I swear to you, I'm not paying nobody to do this. People really do this because this is how they are. I try to tell you, man, devil use anybody, man. He always uses the stupidest person first. That's why I told y'all. Remember, I just told y'all earlier when I first started the stream. I said, bro, I'm glad that y'all watch me, but I don't want y'all watching me so much to a point where it's stopping y'all from doing y'all stuff. Don't just spectate me, man. Spectate your life too. Again, I don't know none of y'all, man. I don't know none of y'all. So when I click off of this phone and when I get off here tonight, I'm not gonna talk to y'all because I don't know you. I'm going on by my life to do what I got to do in life. I don't got time to talk to you because I don't know you. I'm glad you watch me, and hopefully some of y'all are getting from what I'm saying. You ain't just watch me because you're bored or because you a stalker, but like you actually doing something. That's why I tell people, man, go talk to somebody, man. Go talk to somebody and understand where they're coming from. See what people are dealing with. Do you know what I see when I see bums on the street? You know what I see? Society will look and say that's an outcast. That's a person that just you couldn't tell them nothing. You can't tell them what to do. Do you know what I see? Broken souls. That's a broken soul, man. You think they woke up one day and thought they was gonna be a bum? That's gonna be broke. I don't look at them as less than. I just look at them as they not in the place in life where they need to be. It's hard out here. Some people out there because they want to be in it. Some people is out there because again they was unfortunate. And while people ride past them and won't even care, I said I think about them. Sometimes I'll say a little prayer, like, man, I'm like, especially in San Antonio, I'm like, God, it's hot out here. Like it's 1,000 degrees out here. I'm like, God, give them some shade. Like give them something to cool them off or something. You feel me? I can't give them some change, man. Give them a couple of dollars or something. You feel me? That's why I said, God, I want to do something where I can help a lot of them, man. There's a lot of homeless in San Antonio. I'm just like, and it's getting in, let's get like in every city. And I'm just like, man, I hate to see people out here without it, especially when it's hot. But I don't look at them as losers or look at them as less than. I look at them as the way that God look at us. Like when we was bums, he looked at us with love and compassion. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care about us being dirty. He didn't care about us feeling less than or feeling stupid. God took all our thoughts away, man. All our suicidal thoughts, all our thoughts of feeling worthless, all our thoughts of feeling like less than, we ain't never gonna mount up to nothing. All our dirty, unworthy thoughts, he took all those away. So why we gonna look on somebody like that? I'm not busy spectating them to call them a bum, but I'm busy spectating what I can do for them. Just Sorry, y'all. But just like if I see somebody having a hard time in life, I'm spectating on how I can go help them. I'm not spectating, just judging them because they having a hard time. And that's why all my friends, everybody that I know, knows they can come and talk to me if they need be. People know in here. If you having a hard time, if you come in the comments and say, "Hey, yo, I'm having a hard time. Yeah, pray for me. I like, I just need some encouragement." Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make your day. I'm a funny dude. A laugh always makes people happy. People come around all the time, they just broke up with somebody. And guess what I do? Make them happy. I joke, follow and flow, do a couple of Negro stuff. You feel me? Like that makes everybody laugh. Because we are not self-centered people over here. We're not just spectating you from a distance and judging you, but we actually looking at how we can help. Just say a prayer. That's all you gotta do, man. Say a prayer. Go give them a couple of dollars. They're gonna be stingy. You ain't trying to get nobody that. Right, like, so, I'm fighting for my life. Girl, what you gonna do it? What you gonna do it right there? I tell people like, man, go do something. You know what I'm saying? Go help somebody in need. You know what I'm saying? Unlike your local Negro that want to be online, want to criticize people and want to be deep. We actually doing something for the community. See, people don't need our word right now. They don't need our word. They don't care about your Bible scripture. They don't want your crappy word, dude. They need your assistance. You know why they don't want your word? Because you ain't supposed to do that. You ain't called to do it. The last thing somebody want when they out there in 1,000-degree weather in San Antonio is to hear your Bible verse, dude. They are frying out there. What it say? Faith without works is dead, man. How you gonna go out there and tell people about faith and you ain't doing no work, man? You gonna come tell them about God and ain't got a bottle of water to go give them? You ain't got a couple of bucks to slide them? Stupid. Yeah, you keep it up with your ministry. See if it gets somewhere. That's why your ministry ain't never got nowhere. Cause you suck. You too stupid to even do that. That's why I say when I come over on this channel, bro, I talk this way. I talk whatever way I feel pleased to talk, man. I don't care if it offends people. It's gonna offend a lot of people that never. I don't care. I don't care. I can change my tongue from not a nigga. I say what I said. And while you busy worried about my delivery, nigga, I'm out here trying to do something. See, some of us out here working. We worry about how we deliver stuff, how people saying something. We working, man. I said on sensitive stuff. People, you could just say it a different way. No, I can't say it a different way. That's how I said it. Then you look at the way I don't even be trying to say stuff that way. You feel me? I ain't a jerk to people. People will tell you, bro, people literally think I never get mad. You don't even know the people I know. They was like, I couldn't see you being mad. Because when I'm around them, I don't have a reason to be. These are civil, normal human beings. You come on this little whack channel, man. You got all these little weird niggas come over here, man. Like, and then you gotta get mad at them because they doing stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be in shape in the summer. Girl, be careful. So you are blessed, funny, wise, truth teller. You have a good way to express yourself. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And that's why I say this is why I do these, because I know y'all come here to watch. Y'all come here to be a part of that. That feels good. That's why I said, even though I got 10,000 subs, I don't need 10,000 people. I don't care about 10,000 people. I ain't never cared about that. I don't care about that at all. I said the fact that y'all are loyal, good people, I like. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. There we go. But I know y'all, like I said, I know people come over here because they want a great time. You feel me? And that's why I said I don't want people's time over here getting ruined because you got a weirdo over there just doing stuff. So that's why I said when people can't like your delivery, people don't like how you said something. People have an issue with to say. I said, well, then that shows you right there you a spectator. That's why I told Joe to stop coming to me, man, with people that would. I'm like, it's always a whack job to go to his channel. These are the outcasts of society. These are not normal people like me and you. These are not your naked door neighbors. These are not your co-workers. These are losers who can never be nothing like. These are your when you hear critics, right? These are your critics. You know who critics really are? A bunch of nobodies. That's who they are. Joe go get like two worthless nobodies to go tell him something that I said. And he'll come and tell me, like, yeah, he said, hey, well, he's like, yeah, sometimes people come and say, I said, and what are they sending you to me to come check me? Is that what it is? I said, Joe, it's feminine that you even came over here and told me what somebody else said. That's feminine that you even came and told me. Why you telling me for a nigga? I'm a grown man. And I said, Joe, yeah, that's because they're a bunch of feminine weirdos that run to you. That's what they do. They're gonna run to somebody else and try to check somebody else. That's how you know you weird. You know you weird. I say, hey man, don't come to me with that no more. Don't come to me with none of that. I don't want to hear that. These are not people I even want over here anyways. Of course, they the outcasts that you would never want. I never wanted them. Nobody ever wanted them in life either. They own people didn't want them. I don't want them either. You got grown men that don't like your delivery. Grown men. What an idiot. And I said, you know why? Because you a grown man that's spectating other men all day. You ain't got nothing better to do. Yeah, I know you on the down low, brother. It's Pride Month. It's Pride Month, brother. You can go ahead and come out. You go ahead and come out, buddy. It's June. It's June, dude. You can go ahead and come out, dog. We know you like men. That's why you're in men's comments all day. That's why you're so hard against other men. Yeah, you definitely hard against other men. You definitely are. We know it. Every time a man say something, boy, you can't wait to jump on him. Yep. You all up on men's crotches all day. You might as well come out, buddy. Show is June. That's why niggas like June. That's their favorite months. I bet it would be. Yeah, I know there's a lot of dudes talking more about me in the month of June. The month of June. Coincidence? I think not. Yep. Bernie. Don't Bernie me. Some around is counting. Yeah, don't y'all think it's a coincidence? So yeah, so if you ever wonder why your husband won't touch you, it's because he's too busy watching Steve. Worry about what Steve doing. I don't know about y'all ladies. I would question that. I would question that as a man. If your man ever come in the door talking to you about another man, I would question anything he says. Not trying to call him gay, but he probably likes the pleasure of the men sexually. Like probably. Because I don't know another man that would come to his wife to talk to him about another man, talk to him about another man all day. I would look out for that, ladies. If you notice that your Negro got funny tendencies in the month of June, I would look out for him. Like June, he seems to always be kind of funny. He's always emotional all the time. He's really cranky. You know what I'm saying? Mood swings. Yep. Look out. Look out though. Watch that stuff crazy, man. I said, you know why? Because you were spectating. Too busy spectating. Don't spectate people. Do something with your life. Everybody has the right to do something with their life. Go do it. Some of us didn't get where we got today because we watching other people. Again, we watch people that's better than us to learn. I watch people that's better than me to learn. See, when I do watch people, I watch people that's better than me. Because I can admit that there's people better than me. There's a lot of people better than me. So I look at them and say, hey, what are they doing to get where they are? Not envy, but just like what are they doing to get what they got and where they are? Those are good questions. Very good questions. That's why I say I don't watch bottomless feeders. I don't watch weirdos because they freaking weird. A weirdo gonna say whatever, man. They think they called to be God's anointed. That's how you know you weird, because you're not called to be God's anointed, stupid. God already has his select chosen anointed. Few of them are chosen, and you are not one of the few, stupid. Anybody that think that God told them to come give you a word, I'm just like, you already know they stupid. So I'm like, don't even argue with them. They already lost. They already lost. There ain't nothing you can. That's why it says when it says in the Bible, it says even if they sing, they wouldn't believe. You could show them literally, they wouldn't believe. So they dumb. Don't argue with them. Go do something with your life, man. I don't have time to back and forth with weirdos, man. This channel was never created off of that, man. I'm sad that my platform even got these type of people over here. That's why I said it's just sad. I look at my vision, man, 2 years ago, and I said it was actually in the right direction. What thing did a whole 180? Like this is just sad now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not even what it was. Got a bunch of sensitive weirdos and weird Negroes. I said, and y'all forget y'all wasn't even supposed to be the main audience over here. Don't act like you didn't migrate your way over here, you little wild fruit fly. Don't act like you was supposed to be here. You migrated yourself over here unwanted. Tell me how you get stupider than that. You already unwanted and you migrate over here. Like you shouldn't even be here. That's why I turned my comments off last year, because half you niggas comments shouldn't even have been over here commenting. I ain't want to hear you. I don't see you. What does your opinion matter when you was never supposed to be over here? You know what I look at y'all as a bunch of squatters. Breaking into houses to stay the night because y'all won't pay rent. That's what y'all do. That's why I look at y'all as a bunch of squatters. You ain't even supposed to be here. You squatting on my channel. Changing locks. I'm the landlord of this. Imagine you got property and somebody breaking there and talking about, yeah, you can't throw me out. I'm squatting. And they refuse to get out. Imagine that. That's what it's like having a channel, doing something of your own, and people trying to come and taint your movement and telling you how you shouldn't do it. Yeah, that's the stuff right there I be talking about. Imagine a spectator who thinks that they know more than you. You wouldn't believe the people that thought they knew more than Darby. You wouldn't believe the people that thought they knew more than Daddy Dog. I'm telling y'all, people think they know more than Mama. Like Mama knows just as much Daddy do. Like Mama ain't stupid either. People swear they know something. I'm like, yeah, I bet you would think you know something. You've been smoking dope for 20 years, you old idiot. Like obviously you would think you old son, you ignig. I was thinking about getting some shirts made called Ignig. I said I got to be mindful because white people actually watch me. They might actually get those shirts too. I got to be mindful because they might be wearing a shirt, don't even know. Until they know what the meaning is, they mess with them one black people up the street they don't like. I'm like, oh, ignigs, ignigs. They just gonna replace the word with eggnog because we know white people love eggnog. Like how they saying "Let's go, Brandon" is code for something else. I said they just gonna say eggnog. That's code for ignig. So yeah, I gotta be mindful. There's some white people watching. I ain't trying to get them stomped. You know what I'm saying? they wear this shirt. You best believe I'm gonna wear that shirt proudly. There's some ignigs I don't like. I don't like all you ignigs. I don't. That's my word, and I trademarked that. That's my word. I came up with that word first. Tripping. Hold on. What's this say? Appreciate that. Thomas Allen. If I got a Thomas Allen in here, man, I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that. See what I mean? Right there. Lessons. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate y'all to tune in and watch. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all with all me and the dry jokes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Because sometimes the jokes don't be hitting. They do, but I just be saying anything, man. But that's why I said, like, man, um, that spectating stuff, man. I really get tired of that, man, because people just so stupid. Again, I want to thank people are joking. They are so serious. That's the sad part about it. It is so sad to see how people really will come over and migrate like a freaking maggot. Be maggots, flies coming over to your stuff, making nests in your home, and think they here to stay. Nigga, if you don't get out here, if I exterminate you, I don't want you over here. We exterminate flies and wasps, boy. Like, now, see, wasps actually got some real threat. You a fly. Flies ain't got no threat. They just nasty. Right. That's why I told you. I said, boy, quit spectating people. Go do something with your life. It's sad how people just gave off celebrities, gave up Beyonce to come and spectate us. You don't spectate Beyonce no more, but you spectating us. You still weird either ways. That's what I'm saying. You still weird either ways. You weirder for spectating me because I'm like, I'm not even famous. A Negro ain't even famous, man. Like y'all are spectating everything I do. Yo, weird idiot. Oh yeah, I can't help but wonder there's a certain people that do this, y'all. Oh, I can't help but wonder there's a certain people that do this. I can't name you the last Malaysian that has spectated me. I can't name the last Japanese person that has ever done that. I cannot name the last person that was Taiwanese that did this, bro. There's only a certain people that do this. Only a certain people is doing this. That's why I said I'm like, you know what? I think every ethnicity kind of proves some of their stereotypes right. I said, but I know it's definitely in our community. Some of those stereotypes do be true. Cause I'm like, bro, some of y'all niggas are really some ignorant niggas, man. Y'all really are, dude. Y'all make us really look stupid. Y'all embarrassing to be our race, dude. Y'all embarrassing to be one of us. That's why I'm telling these all the white boys that don't like everybody. I said, bro, if you want to call some people the niggas, we know some people you can call niggas all day, bro. I will personally give you the info. I would tell you who they are. There are some people, bro, like I said, they just are so stupid. Like I'm trying to tell you. Like I said, man, some of these white people got the right idea. Because again, they gonna if they mess with all of, they gonna get y'all Negroes too. I would tell them, hey man, y'all come over here, we gonna fold y'all. I said, but there's some Negroes you can go mess with. There's some Negroes that's are like how they got white supremacists in their community. We got some black supremacists in our community messing with everybody. We got some ignigs in our community messing with everybody. We're mad hollering at black women and they won't get in a black man's comments and come hollering at the black man in the comments. You don't holler at a nigga in real life. You won't holler in the comments. You ain't got no issue hollering at black women in real life because again, they think they ain't gonna do nothing. And some of these black women fold you too. You feel me? I said, yeah, we got a couple of black supremacists in our community. You can go fade them. Because they ain't gonna do nothing. They too stupid to fight, so they ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna let you get faded. That's what they gonna do. So crazy. Hold on one second. Stuff crazy, man. That's why I be trying to tell people, I'm like, man, stop listening to these weirdos. I tell you, I'm over here doing my music, man. Like I said, my music is the gift I'm supposed to be doing. I was doing it when I first started these live streams, doing this. I'm doing exactly what God told me to do. Here come an ignig in here. There's always some stupid ignig coming here. Nah, see, you supposed to be picking up NIV. I won't. Why ain't picking up one NIV at all, dude? What are you talking about? See, you need to replace the NIV with the keys. I won't. Don't worry, I won't. And guess what I did? Still on the keys. 2 years, buddy. You got another word to say with your dying channel? Come on. Some other little ugly, sensitive nigga, Negro came in here and said something that he don't like what I said in my delivery. I said, well, come on, give me another word then, dummy. Give me another word, you idiot Negro. Come and do something about it. You ain't did nothing about it. See, that's probably the ignig. You talk too much. Doing nothing. And when one of these white boys get in your face and beat you to snot pieces and call you all type of niggers and won't hang you, you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Y'all remember that verse where it said Paul was like, hand him over to Satan? Y'all remember that when he was like, you know what, I'm tired of this nigga. Hand him over to Satan. Yeah, hand him over to that white boy. Hand him over to them. Because he seemed to think that he better than people because he think he deep. You think you better than people because you think you spiritual. Nigga, please. There you go, you ignig. You keep talking. Your empty word. Just like your empty promises. What's the difference between the ignig and the common cold? Both are unwanted. There's actually a cure for one. There's a cure for one. The other one, well, my gosh, bro, being an ignig is like catching the worst case of COVID. Like if it was like COVID for life. Yeah, I think I'm playing. I'm gonna get some shirts called ignig. I'm gonna sell them. Since y'all been asking about the merch, here it goes. Here's my merch idea, y'all. Ignigs. Sitting there talking, man. That's why I say I'm just like stuff just gets annoying. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said everything that I say goes back to what I've been talking about. Don't be a spectator, man, because this is how you is. You do stuff like this. Spectate. That's why I said I always thought it was weird how people come in just sitting there looking at people. Just and I told you people would do it. They don't really do it no more, but they would do it all the time. Like last year and the year before. You say something that they was like it's like they was waiting for you to say something. People be waiting on you to slip up. You say something they don't like, and then they think this is their golden opportunity. I said, well, then why are you watching for? Why you watch? Like them saying something was gonna get me to check myself. I'm like, you can't check me, stupid. You can't check me. It don't work like that. That's why I told you. I said, do you know the internet is one place, man, that you cannot check people. You can't do that because it's a fantasy land, stupid boy. It don't work that way. That's why I don't get cyberbullying. I don't get how people can get on there and get mad because somebody talking about them don't like them. I remember when MySpace was. Y'all remember when MySpace was a thing like 20 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Cyberbullying wasn't even a thing, bro. People was on there all the time talking about, boy, I'm gonna kill you, your mom. And they was like, bro, you this, blank this, and that. Like, people was on there talking crazy. And then you say something that somebody don't like, and they call it bullying. They so sensitive. You see why I say I like sensitivity? You see why now? Like you niggas are sensitive, man. Somebody say something about you, somebody you feel like everybody talking about you. They ain't even said your name, dog. Talking about cyberbullying, boy, there's no such thing. This is why I tell you, man, stop being sensitive or everything, boy. You sensitive Negroes, boy. Y'all the worst. I'm telling you, man, it's something about a sensitive Negro I can't stand. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the hard-headed Negroes is one thing, but a sensitive nigga, it's just, I just don't like it. Y'all so weird. Like, what are you so sensitive for? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's some things in life that's funny. We meant the joke. God gave us laughing glands, man, to be to laugh. And then we over laughing. Negroes is us. They be sensitive that you're too happy. You can't even be too happy no more. People sensitive over that. Why you always happy all the time? I'm supposed to be saying jokes. I don't like jokes. Well, nigga, get away from me. I don't like you either. These old freaking Eeyores, man. They come around all the time, just sensitive all the time. I can't stand that. I told women all the time because women, some women, not all of them, but some of them would do that too. I'm like, girl, shut up. Go on somewhere. If you don't like jokes, go away from us. We don't care about you. Go on. They got 10 Negroes in there. Negroes don't even like jokes no more. They sensitive, crying and bleeding all over the place. Oh, weird Negro. It's like, dude, I can't stand that stuff. That sensitivity squad. I just can't stand it. That's why I told you, you look at politics and both sides, I like it, man. That's why I said I ain't for neither one of you weirdos. Y'all all like it. Much as the right talking about the left, talking about, oh, they so sensitive and hey, you can't say nothing to hurt their feelings. I said, you say one thing about their daddy Trump and they ready to go kill stuff, ready to go cry all the time. But y'all sensitive too, man. Y'all all weird, man. I'm tired of all y'all. Y'all all are weird. Be right in the middle of people's debates and politics, man. I don't like none of y'all. People can't take jokes no more. You feel me? People's all upset and they feelings. Majority of people over here love to laugh, man. You always got that one person. That's not funny. You should say that's not nice. See, you just gotta stop talking like it. You go like, man, shut up, boy. What you watching me? You didn't know you was gonna get when you came over here. And then guess what we do? Guess what we used to do back then when one person was in their feelings? Guess what we did? We all turned our attention to them and start joking on them. You know what? Let's get on you now. See, now we gonna get on you. See, I told you shut up. Sensitive weirdos. Man, I can't stand that stuff. That's why I said that's a good thing to be sensitive sometimes about some things. I said, but it's the overly sensitive people I just don't like. You ever seen those like extreme animal lovers? I can't stand on type. Like, bro, what are you so upset over everything? I get that we love animals, but I'm like, Negro, they are not God. Why are you acting like that? One girl posted a video, man. She's trying to play with a brand new puppy, and the other dog's trying to get in her way. She had to move him out the way. Like, hold on, I'm trying to show people the dog. And all these little sensitive, dumb women's in the comment. All these stupid women in there. Oh, you can't do that. You can't put them away like that. I'm unfollowing. They telling a nigga they gonna unfollow. Yeah, sensitive. Can't stand these people. It's like, bro, y'all just people want to stone him. It's like, why are you so sensitive all the time, dude? Stop. It's a stupid dog, man. Nobody care about no dumb dog. She's playing with the new puppy, man, trying to show Instagram the new puppy. She don't care about this little stupid dog. He was, you're neglecting it. You got to show him love too. I'm unfollowing because that was just rude. I'm like saying like the dog is their child. Yeah, I wish I had that same sympathy for the ones in the Epstein files. I care more about missing children than I care about some stupid dog. You stupid idiot. I can't stand a sensitive mob, man. That's why I said you better be glad I ain't dictator, boy. All y'all, I tell you, you don't like Donald Trump, boy. You ain't gonna like me more. I don't care about none of y'all. I'm telling you. Maybe he's enough. Maybe he's a little bit more sane than me to not declare martial law. Because if I was leader, boy, I would air out martial law everybody. I would have 75% of the world in check. You think I'm joking? 75% of y'all be in check. I can't stand this sensitive mob, boy. Anybody talking crazy, I'm just gonna throw you off of the throw you off the edge of the earth. Like I just don't like people like that. It's just, I can't stand them. Just crying all the time. I understand we cry when it's needed, but I'm like, but bro, that's just that unnecessary stuff. It's just like, what is wrong with you? My gosh, man. You got people over here on this platform. It's like that's why I said this is mainly black folk. That's why I was like, this is the sad thing about it. Like, bro, we thought this is the white people did. We was always told that white people was kind of sensitive. Man, ain't nobody more sensitive than a nigga. Bro, niggas are the most sensitive people I ever seen in my life. Bro, I can't stand y'all. Sensitive. You see in the comments, man. That's why I'm starting to see more Negroes in the comments sensitive now about stuff. More than white people. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? I said we don't do that sensitive squad over here. We don't do that. Like I said, we're very frail on things. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that we do take serious. We take a lot of stuff serious. I said, but there's a time to laugh, a time to joke, and a time to cry, a time to be upset, a time to be serious. And I said, when we laughing, that's a time to laugh. You can't laugh with the squad and be gone, nigga. I'm not here for your amusement, for you to get a word from me, or for you to be feeling comfortable. Like, bro, we have fun over here. That's why I said I'm taking the best people from over here and taking them and putting them over there where we at. So if you ain't got a Discord invite or you ain't over where we at, then it's cause you probably ain't on the squad. You probably ain't. Those are for non-sensitive people. We're gonna bring everybody in my community, man. It's always all over the place. We throwing jokes in there, we having fun because all of us in there know we joking, we playing with each other. Here comes some sensitive nigga. Hey, yo, we just gotta calm down and show the love and just you gotta listen. Don't say that about people because they self-esteem and be nigga, shut up. Shut up. You know, I get on a lot of these men all the time, man, for y'all women, but something with y'all women, y'all need to learn to shut up. Y'all talk too much. That's the problem with some of y'all, man. Y'all feel too much. Shut up. I want to hear your opinion every time you got something to say, nigga. Shut up. Then y'all wonder why y'all don't get invited to the after work party. Y'all wonder why y'all don't get invited to the cookout because y'all cry all the time. Not all y'all, but some of y'all. It's like, bro, sometimes that's why a lot of times dudes won't joke with women because y'all want to be like us until we throw jokes, until we play rough, and then y'all want to. I don't like it. Well, then, nigga, you can't hang with the big dogs, man. That's why you don't get an out the work invite. That's why you too sensitive. That's why y'all heard me say, man, over here on this page, we fair, man. Everybody fair. I don't do no right or the left, no man or no woman, no black and no white. We fair. Y'all hear me? I tell women to shut up. I tell men to shut up. Everybody shut up. Even I tell myself to shut up, dude. You ain't above the law, nigga. This page ain't for stupid men, and it definitely ain't for no sensitive women either. If you sensitive, you definitely ain't gonna last over here. You definitely ain't gonna last over here. That's why most of the sensitive ones ain't here no more. Go follow Hillary Duff, nigga. Why you following me? Like, why you watching what I'm doing? We ain't sensitive. I'm a black man. The last thing the world needs is another effeminate black man walking around sensitive over everything. Like, bro, we throw jokes over here. We hard up. That's what we do. You know why daddy was hard on us every day? I know why he would talk to me every day. He was like, do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Yes, daddy. Yeah, daddy, I understand it. You got a bunch of sensitive niggas over here just always sad about everything. Much as you love watching Pastor Darby, boy, you couldn't sit 5 minutes under him. You couldn't sit 5 minutes under his leadership. You'd be crying already. You old soft, sensitive weirdo. Can't stand how I talk. Imagine how he talking. He's standing right there in your face. Imagine that. Me talking is nothing compared to how he talk. In your face. Y'all ain't never met me yet. I said, if you would have met him and he's still right there in your face, you'd be crying. Daddy had people crying, women and men crying. Soft. People don't like people like that. We all can attest, man. There's that one person that we know in our life, man or woman. It's like, bro, if you don't shut up, like, shut up. Again, that's why I turned my comments off last year because mainly you women was over here in my comments every video. Like, girl, shut up. Stop saying the same thing, man. Shut up, dude. You're doing all the talking for everything else other than the people that's come over here doing what they doing. You a sensitive idiot, man. Can't even go protect me when people come over here trying to attack my people, and you sitting there watching them. Then when it's time for you to talk and go tell that person in the comments that now you ain't want to come and tell you, well, no, Steve, you like nigga, shut up, shut up. Yeah, you women talk too much, just like some of the men talk too much. Y'all need to shut up too. Always coming with your feelings. You in my house, nigga. I don't care about your feelings. You over here. I don't care if I said something you don't like. Well, then click off my channel, then G. Which I don't realize what some of y'all women, man. People tired of changing the narrative of everything, man, for y'all too. I gotta change for the men. I said, well, we tired of changing stuff for you too. We tired of always having to dumb down our stuff because you always system all the time. Dudes can't even have fun, man. We can't say certain stuff. We can't act a certain type way because y'all get all frilly and offended. We don't care about you being offended. You over here on our platform, G. You came over wanting to hang with us. Well, this is what we do. Y'all can see I ain't dumbed down my channel for not a nigga. I said what I said. I'll do what I do. And if you don't like it, who cares? I called out women and I called out men. I called out black and I called out white. I don't care, man. Don't think that I'm just like I said. Don't think I'm just getting on black women case because we had some dumb white girl that came over here last year with the one with the 20-year marriage. And I'm like, yeah. And let me tell you something. Since you want to talk, since you want to come over here and talk, I said, well, use a nigga too, and I'm gonna let you know what's up. And I threw her just like I threw everybody else. I don't play on color stuff. I don't care who you is. You gotta understand, annoying ain't got no color, man. Annoying is just annoying. I'm just happen to be around more of y'all Negroes than everybody else. I said, but annoying is annoying. See, all of that comes from spectating. You know why you sensitive all the time in your fence? Because you spectating everybody else. See, people that are working and doing something are not busy worry about how somebody else making feel right now. They too busy doing something else. It's one thing if somebody was talking to you like that and you didn't like it. I said, but when somebody over here talking to somebody else, or somebody's talking about something in general and you get all in your feelings, like, "Nigga, what you in your feelings for? What's wrong with you?" So again, that's why I turned my comments off last year. And I was thinking about turning them off again, but then I'm like, bro, I got another month left on this channel. What's the point of turning them off? I don't care. I don't even read those anyways. I don't even know why y'all niggas wait till after the video. I don't even read those. I don't read them. I really don't. I'm too busy checking my other channel comments. I read theirs. I don't really read this one. It's kind of useless, man. I don't read this stuff. I mean, hopefully, like I said, if somebody does have something good to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully I end up seeing it. I got too many comments over anyways. I don't respond to. I do a live every single day. I can't check the comments every single day, man. I don't want to look at those. Comment while you in here, and then we can have a conversation. Don't wait till after the video to finally say something to get a reaction. And I think that's what people doing. People do that to get a reaction out of me. Y'all comment on the same video every time. Like, I'm not, and that's why I said I don't respond to those. I don't heart the comments no more. If I do see them, I don't do it because I'm like, people do this all the time. Them same people will come last year, kept doing the same thing. Like they want a response from you. You don't get a response from me, dude. Come over and talk with us while we over here. It's like it's still in a way them getting like they one on one with you, like because I ain't on the live, so I gotta heart their stuff. I like reply to them, like people look for that stuff. Like they want to get you away from everybody else. Like they still gotta have some solo time with you. So like, bro, no. I told everybody last year, don't come in tone policing my people. That's why I said if people we have people come in and tell their story, I come and talk, man. I don't want nobody in the comments at them. And I told y'all, if y'all see anybody in the comments atting y'all, are they trying to give you this weird advice? Are trying to be deep and spiritual when they're not supposed to be? Let me know. I don't have no problem throwing you weird Negroes. I don't like y'all. Nobody likes y'all. You ain't even supposed to be over here. That makes me mad cringe when I see that stuff, y'all. Y'all don't understand. That makes me really mad cringe when I see people like it over there. That is cringy. That's always made me cringe for years. Cause I'm just like, you ain't even supposed to be doing that. It was never cringy when mom and daddy did it because they supposed to do that. They real. So again, when you called to do it, that's good. You ain't called to do that, especially on this channel. This ain't even that type of channel, stupid. You thought you were gonna set up shop. Niggas think they gonna set up shop on your platform. Cause that's what people be doing. They be looking to get on your platform to help build theirs. That's what they doing. Just like I was a brother that went to our church that was taking daddy's members for himself. He was trying to start his own ministry, trying to take daddy members for himself, trying to set up shop in somebody else's shop. Do you see the weirdness I'll be talking about? That's why I said I ain't Pastor Darby. He had to deal with you. I ain't got to deal with you. I don't like you. I don't know you, nigga. You don't shop over here, man. You ain't got no ministry on my channel, man. I don't know you. Don't my people don't want you. I don't want you. Nobody wants you. Go somewhere where you not wanted. Try to set up shop on somebody else's stuff because you know you can't build your own. That's why I told you. See, you can't stay for long because stupid tell stupid stuff, right? I be trying to tell y'all, bro, stupid gonna tell them stuff, and they always do. It would be one thing if I was investigating and looking for, bro. I promise you, I don't even be looking for stuff, bro. I really don't. I don't be looking for people to do stuff. They tell on themselves. Do you know why I've got so good at seeing the weirdos? Because weirdos always got to do something like they weird, so they trying too hard. And when you're trying too hard, you're gonna slip up. See, then they slip up and do something. I didn't even care. I'm like, bro, I don't care if you was a weirdo. I don't pay you attention. All you had to do was just shut up. I would have never known. But they keep talking. They just kept talking, doing stuff. And then everybody's like, well, they said it to me. Well, I got a problem with them too. And then they tell on themselves because they stupid. That's why I said, bro, just leave us alone. You could have been weird. Some of y'all here now probably weird. Y'all probably the ones I'll be talking about, but you're in here quiet. So at least you're quiet. You feel me? You feel me? Like it's the ones that come in here doing stuff. It's like you didn't even have to say no. Like, bro, you are not direct face to face to me. You are on the phone when you typing. You had to literally type this out. You literally had to come in and type something out. That's how stupid you is. You didn't have to do that. This is why I tell y'all, use the brain God gave you. Stop spectating all the time because look what happens when you spectate. You want to come and tell everybody else how to feel. I said, well, when you are in their shoes, then you will see how it feels. I noticed the main one. That's why I told you I've gotten real good at noticing. I said, bro, again, because I don't think women really know themselves sometimes. But I noticed women do that stuff. Women always do that stuff. They always want to come and tell everybody how I feel. Until somebody tells them how it feels to be a woman, they don't like that. They don't like that stuff. They are so quick to tell a man that we brutes and we just need to be more feeling and more understanding. And then when we tell them how to be, they tell Negroes how to be a man. That's what they say. Don't know the first thing about being a man, but if you was a real man, I said, well, if you was a real woman, see, they don't like that. They don't like when you say that stuff. That hurts their feelings. You don't know anything about being a woman, then what do they do? Bring up their cycle. If your cycle is the only thing that makes you a woman, then you don't know the first thing about being a woman. Then being a woman is more than just having a cycle. Like I said, I wouldn't know what it's like to be a woman because I'm not one. You don't know what it's like to be a man because you're not one. But I can tell you now, just because I got muscles, don't make me a man. And just because you got a cycle and a pair of breasts, don't make you a woman either. What makes us men and women is that we mature. Be mature. Quit telling each other how to feel. Quit tone policing the crap out of each other. We gotta stop doing that stuff, man. That's annoying. As I said, man, this all goes in with my point. This all goes in with everything. That's why I said, I'm like, do you know how I deal with sensitive weirdos? Do you know how I deal with people who's just always over the top? Don't. I've gotten pretty good at doing. I said I've gotten pretty good at ignoring people. I've gotten pretty good at just ignoring everybody now because I'm just like, y'all Negroes don't even know what y'all talking about. That's why I said I be seeing people in the comments, man, they be spamming stuff, and I be trying to come over and I'm just like, bro, I ain't got nothing to say to you. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Like I said, I tried to ignore one of them. I didn't know she was gonna take to that level. I kind of did, but I'm like, I didn't know she was really gonna do this like that. Because again, this was 3 days of ignoring this nigga. 3 days of ignoring this weird Negro. She kept coming here doing that. Because every live stream, she kept trying to come in and tell me how to run my live stream. Bro, every stream. We need to stop doing this and stop letting people and stop to and see you need to focus on it and see you need to do it and see now you see she was like, well, don't do this and don't feel this way. She kept telling me how to feel on everything. I was like, bro, she kept doing that 3 different days. So what did I do? Ignored it. Didn't say nothing. I'm like, you know what? Again, I don't respond to people trying to tell me how to react to stuff. Really, what I do is I just had you from the chat. I ain't got to never see your chats again. So if you don't want to get hit from the chat, I do tell people don't come in doing that stuff. I think that stuff is weird. But like I said, she did it to an extent. Like some people would be cool, but I'm like, she was doing it to an extent. Like she just kept doing this. I said, bro, I'm getting real tired of you keep coming here every day doing this. Day three, I was like day 3 or 4 or whatever. I'm at the Riverwalk, dude, just trying to just do I wasn't even mad. I was just talking about something. And I was telling people about like not letting people stop you. And I was talking about like why I don't deal with foolishness. And here they come. Here she comes on some stupid stuff. She was like, I told you stop letting people get to you. I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, you see what I'm saying? You see how niggas are dumb? Like they really think they own you. Guess what I did? Kept ignoring it. The more I ignored it, she kept blowing it up. Kept blowing it up some more. It was getting annoying because I'm like, I'm trying to read people's stuff here. People, everybody else sitting here talking. You feel me? She blowing up the chat, blowing up stuff. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. It got to a point where people was like, "Hey, can you stop?" They was like, "Bro, leave him alone. He knows what you're saying. Leave him alone." Somebody was like, "Hey, he knows it. Just stop." She was because again, when you ignore Negroes, they get mad. They want to keep doing it. They do. They tap dance. That's what they do. I told you when a Negro get desperate, they might sing a tap dance. That's what they do. So they start doing that stuff, trying to get your attention. I didn't pay no mind, and because I didn't pay no mind, she saw an opportunity to go fight somebody else in the chat. Now she gonna whoop everybody else. Now she gonna cuss everybody else out here. I saw this little dirty little vacuum cleaner is not trying to come over and talk bad to my people. And so that's when I had to say, and I was trying to be polite about it. I said, hey man, can you stop? Like for real, stop. No, you want to call me on my name. But you're the one tap dancing in my comments, you old dirty brownie. You don't want to come here and tap dance for me. Stupid. Now, when you get the joke, then guess what I did? Okay, you know what? I don't like you. I'm tired of your type. Get out. Threw him out. Then they realize they can't come in no more. Now they want to hit you up on social media. Why you throw me out? Don't respond to that. They want to keep spamming your stuff. Keep on trying to hit you up. Keep on trying to call you. Keep on trying like see now they want to do that stuff. And I don't pay it no man. I said, nope, I ain't got nothing to say to you. You want to call people out their name? You gonna call me out? I didn't even know she even said it to me. Somebody said she had said it. I guess I was too busy like looking at what was going on. And they was like, yeah, she had called you out your name. I was like, what am I supposed to do with that? You know, one thing I noticed, you wouldn't say it if I was standing right here. You wouldn't say it if you was standing right here. Don't think because you're a woman, you can't get faded too. You get the fade. You get the fade. You talk like it. That's why I said, like, no, I think everybody, when they talk equal rights to love, I think you can get it too. You wouldn't say it. You obviously want to 1v20 everybody in here. I said, okay, well, then you don't even know somebody in this chat will actually knock you out. Like, you don't know that. There's the people in here that will do something to you. They can really fight too. You ain't the only one that can fight. See? And because they couldn't just be quiet and stop, now they got banished. They can't come over no more. Because they weren't even trying to be over anyways. They were trying to get at me. They realized they couldn't get at me. And guess what people do? Go make fake profiles. They still in here with another profile somewhere. They do this stuff, y'all. Come on, man. So that's why I tell you, I said, bro, this is what happens when you have the life of a spectator. You do stuff like this. So this is why I say I don't listen to people who don't run a YouTube. I don't run a channel. I don't run a ministry. I don't run because you wouldn't know what it's like. You don't know. I will never tell a pastor how to do their job because I'm not a pastor, dude. I'm Steve. I would never tell an entrepreneur how to do their job. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm Steve. So don't tell Steve how to do his job when you don't have that same job. You don't know. You will never know until you do it. A man will never know what it's like to be a woman because he is not a woman, and a woman will never know what it's like to be a man because he's not a man. So stop telling people how to do their part when you don't know. Now I do make that clear for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I talk about this pretty much almost every stream, anyways. But I do tell people, I said it gets to a point where I'm getting tired of the same people keep doing it. So I told you, and this is everybody. Not even calling people out, but I said this is everybody. And I said, when you do this stuff like that, I just throw people down. So you might come in here and realize that you can't say no more. Because I told people, I've been saying this for 2 years. People, the same people doing it, they know this. I told you, stop doing this. People do that every stream. It's something about that passive aggressive stuff. Like I told people, quit doing that. Because if you go through a situation in life, God forbid you do, but what if I did that to you, tone police and you? What if I did that? Don't forget whose house you in. That's why I said the other live stream. I said it like last week. I saw I think week before. I said when you go to, I said you are not there to change a ministry. You're not there to change people's mind or heart. I said when you go to somebody's ministry, you are in their house. If they liberal over there, they liberal. If they conservative, they conservative. If they neither, they neither. If they 7 day, whatever denomination, that is they thing. You are not there to change them. You are not there to preach or give a word. You are there to follow what they doing. If you can't follow under a ministry, go somewhere else. You are not there to talk to tell no pastor or no spiritual advisor, nothing. Ain't nobody listen to you, fool. You in their house. So when you're in my house, you best believe you ain't called to tell me nothing. I ain't listening to nothing you said. You ain't deep and you ain't real. I don't listen to your advice. Stuff you gotta stop doing, y'all. And that's why I said when people tell a story, learn to let a nigga tell the story. Stop trying to interject your feelings on it when a nigga ain't even told you the plot of it yet. Shut up. Boy, I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, women be the worst people to tell stories to because they do stuff like this. That's why when you be in an argument with some of them, I said, bro, like they literally wouldn't even let you talk, man. You sit there and let them get their point. Are you trying to get yours? They always got to talk over you. It's like, bro, what is this with you? Always got to be right. They want to fact check you on stuff that you ain't even said. You're like, girl, if you don't shut up. And then you wonder why men just don't care. We just literally look at you, turn around and walk out the door. We don't even want to argue with you no more. Cause he's like, you annoying. I think dudes just heartless and don't care. I said, no, a lot of dudes are just tired of dealing with people who are immature, man. You immature. You can't shut up one time. I think I know why you having man trouble now. I think I know why you having a hard time pulling a black man if this is how you act. I think I really, because black men especially don't want to deal with people like you. We definitely don't want to deal with somebody who's gonna make it hard for us. A lot of dudes are not simps, man. Contrary to which I believe, they don't play that stuff. All right, in the comments talking to each other. That's why I said just if it's in a nice way. That's why I said, but people be in here, man. Again, they wanna interject, bro. I remember, bro. I be trying to tell people stories. Be trying to tell a woman a story, man. I try to tell one girl a story, man. Right before I even said something, she's like, "Well, you can't kind of be like." I'm like, bro, I'm just talking about what somebody else said first. Let me get the plot out first. Dang, nigga. It just shows but she had a vendetta with me because she couldn't stand the fact that the way she was feeling about me, because she actually liked me like it. And when people like you like it, they always got to find something to flaw on you. So that's why they want to come. Well, I think you gaslight. I think you got an issue. I'm like, bro, I'm cool today. It's cool before I talk to you. You always seem to have a problem now. Couldn't even let you tell the story. I said, all right, if you gonna be spiteful towards me, then you can just take your stuff and go. I don't even need you. I don't even like you. Go. I said, let's not get it twisted. You and your feelings about me. I'm not about feelings about you, stupid. So you can just take your stuff and go. Because they realize you can type in there. I'm not chasing you. I don't even want you. So you go. And then people wonder why when I get on this channel, why I ain't want to tell a lot of stories about daddy no more. I ain't want to tell a lot of stories about my childhood, about like a lot of good moments me and pops had. You know what I'm saying? Because you got niggas when you try to tell a story, they come over interjecting what they think. I tried to have a heartfelt tribute to him last couple of months ago. Just trying to talk about it. Some fat dudes in the comments, man, because I'm charging people a membership. Some fat McDouble looking boy. What are you over here trying to debate with me about? He got to pay to come on this channel. Again, you are the unwanted guest that I didn't even want over here, stupid. Why did you even think that I even want your money? I was only charging $5. This old fat broke boy couldn't even afford $5 for a membership. I'm like, well then, bro, go on somewhere. And show you how stupid and retarded you are. He's like, your father would never do that. I'm like, he don't even know we got exclusive memberships for certain members on Destiny Ministries. That's what happened when you watch Darby all day. You stupid like him. You do stupid stuff like that. You don't know what's fat boy. You ain't know your own real daddy. That fat nigga didn't want you either. You stupid. See? And then people wonder why I don't say nothing about dating because you get these type of fat idiots over here, these old ignorant niggas. That's what I be talking about right there. And then you got people like that that come in here doing that, and then you always got some sensitive niggas. But this thing, this thing, no, this lady go deep, no, they nothing. See, them type of niggas right there. I don't like you more than them. I don't like you more than them, cause you do this on purpose. Cause you niggas always want to censor people. I'm gonna start censoring you. Tired of that stuff, man. Stay out of people's DMs with that, y'all. Stay out of my DMs with that. Stay out of my followers' DMs. Stay out of everybody DMs with that. We don't care. We don't want you over here. Stop doing that. Well, I've never seen people more annoying in my life, dude. Real. That's why I said it's okay. I got a month left, a month and a half left for y'all. That's it. I don't want to see you on my other stuff. Cause you best believe if I see you over there getting off. Stop being a spectator, y'all. So you don't end up like fat boy over there. Again, I notice a certain type of people that do this, and it's a certain look that they all got. Y'all all look cross-eyed as all I do is y'all look stupid as all I do is, bro. Like y'all just have a look on y'all. That's probably why some of y'all ain't even got your picture profile as your picture. Cause I'm like, you probably look stupid. I've gotten good with telling the type. You know what I'm saying? A woman can tell a weird man when she see one, because y'all got good at that. I can tell the type, dude, when I see him. Now, I'm getting off of here because I gotta go run and do something real quick. What's today? Friday? What's today, Friday? I know it's Thursday. I think it's just start. I'm getting off of here. I've been out here for I don't know how long I ain't been out here, y'all. But either ways, whatever. I mean, like on my last streams overnight now. I remember I did an overnight one a couple of days ago. If I'm in the mood, I might get back on again. I've been live streaming all day, so we'll see. Either ways, this has been a Ace Steve production or Simply Steve production, whatever you want to call it. Don't be a spectator. No, I said a lot of good things in there that I'm gonna go listen to and take of myself. Because again, I listen to what I'm saying too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important. Make sure you do the same thing, but don't just spectate. Do something. I really say stuff, y'all. Listen, I don't say stuff out of anger, y'all. I really say stuff out of like trying to get people to be aware. Like, bro, listen, do something. Like again, I'm glad y'all watch me, man. But I said I don't want y'all to just watch me. Because if you watching me too much, like I said, you too focused on what I'm doing. So then when I say something that you don't like, or when you see me handle stuff a certain way, and you all, oh, I don't want you to be mad. It's like, no, a nigga handle it the way that I handle it. And I told you, just go for everybody, man. Stay out my comments with that sensitive stuff, dude. I told y'all that. Some of y'all, I've told y'all that before, and y'all still doing it. Stop doing it. I'm gonna throw you. Don't do it again. We not cool like that. I be trying to tell y'all, like, bro, we be all right in a way, but I said we ain't cool like that, bro. We are not friends. Don't do that. I don't know y'all. I only take advice from people I kind of know anyway. So I'm like, I don't even know y'all for y'all to be over here trying to dictate a nigga life. Try to dictate a nigga feeling. You don't know me, fool. Just because you watch me, you don't know me from nowhere. Quit doing that stuff. Because if I see it again, I'm just gonna throw you, man. I don't like some of y'all anyways. I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna throw you. The ones that mainly be doing it, you not even supposed to be here. That's why I'm getting off this raggedy channel because some of y'all are not even supposed to be here. So your opinion is extremely invalid when you come over here. So I say stuff, man, because again, I want y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't know people was even taken away from what I said. I just thought I was just live streaming. But people really do be in here listening to what you're saying. That's why y'all tuning to watch because y'all know I be talking. my stuff. It's good to just do, I know it kills time and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But don't just spectate, man. Listen to what I'm saying, because I even have to listen to what I'm saying too. Because what I'm saying is good information, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how any of these live streams are gonna go. I don't know how good these are gonna be. I don't really pay attention to it like that, but maybe I need to go listen to them again myself. Anyways, y'all. I mean, you probably do. You gotta be more specific. We don't have a lot of people here that doing that with stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Um, like I said, take from what I said, because I'm gonna take from what I said too. Yeah, have y'all a good night. I'll see y'all later. Peace.